Apologies. I clicked the stream Aruni Ente button. We are here. We are live. We are back in Z game Aruni Ente. Look at that mega Ladon of a pump Aruni Ente from the itty bitty bad boy baby. Fucking hell. That's a lot of abbreviations of shit right there, leggies. I got the team. I got the legends themselves. You got the Viking and the Smallio. How you doing, guys? Are you ready? What's going on? Where are you? What's crack-a-lacking?
Yeah, big chillin' in Georgia, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, brother. How are you, Viking? You ready for this?
Oh, great, man. What a fun day this has been.
It has been a fun day. You guys know the drill, okay? I'm going to do my long-term, medium-term, short-term analysis. Then we'll go into Will's, and then we'll go into Chris's. We're going to showcase two new indicators in this video as well, the MDX indicators. We have two new... Well, they're going to be live on March 1st, isn't it, Viking? And we're going to do a sneaky little preview today and show you what we're building. And also, guys, we're going to talk about the long-term, medium-term, short-term. We're going to go through all the indicators. We're going to look at the CBBR. We're going to go through the Bitcoin treasuries. We're going to run down this and obviously look at the price action of Bitcoin in the last hour or so. We're looking at actually about 3 or 4 hours now of price action just absolutely blasting to the upside. And we were kind of laughing about this before we started and went live, me, Will, and the Viking. We just said, look, what we're going to do on this stream is we're going to say, you buy support and you're long until proven otherwise. And that is literally what we're going to say, because in the previous video, previous stream, I was saying that, yeah, you know, we've got a really defined level on the charts, which if we lose decisively, it's probably going to be a move back down. But I was saying, you know, I said it in my VIP group, I said it on stream. It's like, I think there's probably just going to be one more. It's the one more. It's the bog. It's the one more. It's always one more. Legends, there is always one more until there is not one more. And there's no way, if you're going to try and time that you're going to get it right. You might get it right once in a blue moon, but it's not sustainable and it's not a strategy to try and time the top. So we said long until proven otherwise, guys. This actually came down, played out. You know, I don't want to, you know, beat this ridiculous drum they have in crypto of reverse head and shoulders, but actually it is very similar to a reverse head and shoulders. There's a flat neckline at the top, and you can see here there's area resistance here, all these wicks coming into it. You have a low, a lower low, and then a higher low, and that's essentially what we've been saying. What you're looking for is some pump into the mid-range. Are you going to get a higher low? And that's what we got. And to be honest, this to me again looks like a lot of forced buying. Very, very aggressive move. Not really for much in terms of significant support. It's just a small higher low and a high structure. So this is a very, very aggressive move, guys. You're going to see all your indicators, you know, on whether it's MDX algo indicators or the RSI, or this is trend collection indicator. You're going to see these move very rapidly to the upside, because RSI is essentially just determined as a value between the speed of something and the velocity at the time it happens. So the faster it happens in the highest velocity means the RSI goes up. That's a very simple equation. So we've got this massive move, guys, up to here. And again, it is long until proven otherwise. You know, there could have been a short play maybe here. In hindsight, that would have been stopped out. But the last multiple times you shorted this range high area would have been a good short. Range low would have been a good long. And this area here, you can see this blue pocket was where we exactly came to. This is the MDX auto charting tools, guys. So this kind of charts the areas for you of support and resistance. And you can see, legends, like it came down into that level very, very nicely. Tag the top side of it. That's where the supply... that's where the demand's coming in, supplies above it. And that's where the demand came in, and then bang, absolutely moonship. So, guys, really, the next trades to play are going to be the top side here. It's going to be between around 52,500, I think. Yeah, 52.5 and 52.7. In this little area here, I'll just scribble in there like a child's drawing. But you can see if it comes into this, guys, I will be taking a long here. That's a very logical place to take a buy. You've just broken through logical resistance. If you retested as support, that could be a sign that the price action is going to actually... If it holds it as support, the price action is going to continue. And even if it's not really giving you a sign, it's just a logical place to buy as the next area of support you've broken through. All these orders of sells have been wiped out here, whether it's forced buying or not. These orders in this order book is gone. So what you do is you want to pick up that area of inconsistency with a buy order in the next round of it coming down. And then if it does, you buy it. So very nice trade there, guys. And if it does hold support here, we're going to be going to our next target. And guys, we've been saying this for a while. There really is nothing in terms of resistance until $59,000. I think we can all agree on this level. We've been talking about it for a while, but whether it's 58 or 60, I'm going for the 59K, 59,160. You know, if we do hold support, I think it's very likely, guys, that that's what's going to happen. There is nothing in the books here. There's nothing in terms of resistance I can see visually. There might be some phantom ghost seller which comes in and pushes the market down, but I won't bet on that. And you can see here, guys, that this level here, 59,000, is very likely going to get tagged if we hold support above around $52,000, 52.3. So it'd be something like this, back into it, and then a move up. And then, guys, going to my medium-term thesis, like I've said, I really do think that's going to cap the upside. Look, we've been saying long until proven fucking otherwise for a while. I was saying I'm putting all of my money into Bitcoin, everything I've sold, back in at 25K. If we hold it, we got that move out. We then were calling on this channel at $30,000, $32,000, $42,000. Fucking, where are we? Like 52, 50, 51, 50,000, sorry, and 52,000. We've essentially just been saying with a few middle areas, maybe there's time to get into a short. That is long until proven otherwise. And everyone else has just been shorting into this, and it's just creating more and more fuel to go up. Let me just bring up MDX Algo. That's a nice little image there, isn't it? A cat on a laptop. What the fuck's going on, Brave browser? So let's just bring up MDX Algo, load up some charts here, and look at the long to short ratio. I think you can probably see this. Again, guys, we got to 50-50. Now we're at 51.6% short. Retail's shorting it. Guess what? The fucking price is going to continue liquidating and stopping those positions. And that's why I think there's quite a lot of forced buying happening here. It's just stop losses getting hit on the way up, which is essentially a forced entry. But yeah, it's long until proven otherwise, guys. We've been saying it from the dawn of time. And we're kind of laughing about it because it has just been up until proven otherwise. And anyone who's been trying to get in the way of this train has essentially just been bulldozed. And we know all the people online who are coming up with these concepts, random lines drawn from random arbitrary points of history and saying, now it's time to short this line. You guys know who I'm talking about. They're all essentially just becoming cannon fodder. And they're just being forced to buy back in. And if they're not, they've lost 6 months of time to get into the other side of the trade, and it's essentially just a loss of opportunity cost. It's a massive opportunity cost. You haven't managed to switch. So anyone who's been buying has been in profit. I think if you look at the numbers actually this year, I think it's like nearly up to 90% of people in profit in terms of wallets. So that's this year, obviously, because we started the year at 15K. So it's crazy, guys. It's just long until proven otherwise. Just don't fade this. Don't try and sell it. A lot of people are. There's a lot of guys getting bearish here as well, saying, oh, it's a lower high, and then we're going to move down. And then you just get wrecked because if everyone starts getting into these short positions, they're just going to get liquidated on the other side. So the next two trades, guys, really, all I can say to you here as a frank, analysis is this is the level to buy between here and this wick at around $52,500. I'll ladder some buys into that. And then I would say you're looking for a call off at about 59, and that would be where I would look to get into a short at resistance. And as long as proven otherwise, yes. Another trade setup would be this. And this is exactly what I'll do. I will ladder in buy orders in this zone. If you just blast straight through it, they will get stopped out. And then if we blast straight through like this, you get stopped out, wait. And if it rallies up here and then doesn't manage to get above range highs, that could actually be quite a nice short. And the deviation of this is not off the cards, okay? There could be a deviation of the high. I'm just saying that it could happen. But guys, every single time everyone's tried to short the deviation, just continue to go higher and the fuel has been up. So yeah, we could get a deviation. I just have to go by the fact that we're in an uptrend. It's still going up. It's probably one more. That is probably less likely. But if you do see something like this, that would be a short play. So it's just like, I can't say it any more times. This is the level. You either buy it if you come into it like that. You either sell it if you go into it like that. It's the only logical place you're going to make money in this game, guys, doing this SR trading. And then if it does continue up high, look for 59K for next resistance. And that's kind of motherfucking it, guys. And then my medium-term thesis, which I was saying to you leggies out there, around here, I was saying I do think at some point we'll come down to around $30,000. The probability of that is decreasing the higher we go. But I would say at some point, like I said here, that you buy all the relevant support zones on the way down. So I said at this level here, I was like, look, it might go to 30, but buy all the relevant support on the way down. And we got the first support, which is the most bullish scenario. I still do think because of this aggressive move, we're likely to either have some sideways or some down after the halving, okay? I think everyone can agree it's probably going to be a lull phase. If we don't get it, fine. We're long until proven otherwise, like I've said a billion times. But I do think we could get something like this, guys, after halving. And that would feed into that narrative of halving. Things cool down. We go into that summer, maybe a pullback. The hype fades. You accumulate. Everyone takes profit on this. So essentially, we move up. Now, the old institutions, I think this has risen. I can't remember if it was 10.3. I can't keep up the numbers anymore. It changes so much. But I do think that this is very close or higher than it was before. I doubt it was lower than 10.3. I think it was 10.2. So I think we've got another little percentage coming in. And this is the amount of Bitcoin owned by institutions. So it'll be ETFs, countries, public companies, private companies, or BTC mining companies. And you can come and look at this website, guys, bybitcoinworldwide.com. And yeah, you can look at where all the Bitcoin's been held by institutions. Really good information here to keep an eye on. Also, CBBI, I do think it's going to get a pullback. I think we have bottom in the long term. Infinite market cap. Where's Bitcoin? It may have risen, not yet. $1 trillion market cap for Bitcoin, which is fucking great. I do like seeing it at 1 trillion. Almost the same size as Meta platforms, and Silver's at 1.2. So Bitcoin is likely going to eclipse, at an all-time high, it's going to eclipse Silver, which is kind of mental to think that Silver's been traded and used as money for thousands of years, and Bitcoin's come and taken its spot as market cap in 15 years. It's pretty mental. And I'll let Chris go into the dealers, because the dealer's man is the dealer's man, whatever that means. The dealer's man is the dealer's man, brothers. And this is a cool altcoin I've been looking at as well. I got into this altcoin. Well, I'm going to talk about quite a lot of BRC20 tokens in this video as well towards the end. We're going to showcase some indicators as well. But this altcoin I have bought, it was at like 25 million market cap when I bought it. BRC20.com, I do think, just flat by the name owning BRC20.com. I think in the future this probably get acquired, and I do think this token will probably do well. In terms of the trading bot stuff, so just one thing to say about this, and I won't beat the drum because I did a whole video on it, but we've changed this, guys. We've actually taken everything down, so no one was actually following the trading bot after last week on, I think it was over Friday or maybe Saturday. So the issue is, guys, a lot of people, wow, what's going on? I'm just hearing loads of stuff happening on the old MDX algo. What's moving? What's moving, leggies? Let me have a look. We're just pumping. I'll go into that in a second. Just need to do some live price action here, so it's just absolutely giggering it off the highs. It's pretty mental. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of you guys, actually 400 of you guys, were following my Bingx spot account. You don't want to follow this. I think the reason is because people look at these numbers and they see the biggest numbers and they're like, okay, I'll follow this. You don't want to follow this account. And we've actually made it so you can't really follow it. There's 3 people on it, but that's because they've slipped through the cracks, essentially, people I know. But we've made it so you can't follow the Bingx spot account. Don't do that, guys. You want to follow Bingx perpetual futures, because this is actually where the trading bot, the MDX trading bot, is trading. This is where you actually get the buy and sell signals. I think it is in a current position right now. I think it got in at, let's have a look, 51.3. Let me have a look at where that is. You can visualize it on the charts as well on the hourly. So I think, yeah, it got in at this price here. Very, this is the beauty of the stop loss. This is the beauty of a dynamic stop loss. So if any of you guys are making trading bots, what you do is you make it so your stop loss is dynamic, where it doesn't close. If it wicks through it, only will close your position on stop loss if it's if the candle closes below the stop, then it will take out the position. So that's actually a prime example of how this is more profitable, because the stop loss didn't trigger when it wicked through it. It will only trigger if it closes through it. So yeah, really nice trade from the MDX Trading Bot, guys. Like I've said a million times, and I said it in my video, I'm literally automating 50% of all of my money now is using my trading bot, and you guys can use that strategy for free go on mdxalgo.com/automation, or just go to Bingx, use the link in the description, because you need to use my referral link. And then we have another link called the invitation link. So it's kind of complicated, but there'll be a link. Just go to mdxalgo.com/automation, and then you get we did a whole entire update on this, guys, on not the academy. We actually did an update to the academy as well. So the academy section, guys, has got a new lick of paint on it. So you can see here that it's much more easy to navigate all of the courses. We have the courses, the live sessions. We do 20 live sessions a week, basically. But yeah, on the trading bot page, guys, you can see here, if you scroll down, we have the how to get started guide. And then we actually have how to do the complete guide with the referral link, the invitation link, the video. And this will actually get you started with the MDX Trading Bot, which we give out for free. Oh, my literal legends. We are fucking going for it. It's completely for free, guys. I monetize through Bingx. So you guys can use this trading strategy, which I've used for 8 years. It's between 6 and 7 years, or 6 and 8 years around.
Smash 54. Look at that, man. That is nuts. It's Pump Day Monday. Delicious.
Yeah, Fun Day Monday. Money Mondays. But yeah, you guys can all use this strategy, guys. I highly recommend automating. Go to Bingx, use my referral link, go to mdxalgo.com/automation. Great, but follow this one, legends. Do not follow the spot. Now, we're going to move on to the legend himself. I think, oh my literal God. Every single time I come onto this, the wit is just lovely jubbly. Okay, I think you're probably going to say the same thing, William, that it's long until proven otherwise. But I would love to hear your thesis, mate. Also, tell us a little bit about your weekend. I heard you had a blast of a weekend celebrating all the gains you're making in the freaking groups, like in your pro signals groups. But how are you, brother? All good?
Yeah, all good. Had a nice blast off. And as you
Yeah.
say, I actually agree with a lot of your points there.
You're making too much money, bro. Chill.
We're printing too much. But yeah, man, essentially, this is what we predicted the other day from Pro Signals. Just a quick screenshot. I was essentially just saying there's tons of support stepping in here. Everything's been swept to the downside, and I see this squeezing up first, and that's pretty much exactly what we've done. Going into essentially what we're tapping now, we're now like above the daily bodies here, which is a pretty big deal. This comes from way back when, let's see, comes from this area here. So we're actually coming into this top cluster now, which is a pretty big deal. So I think, we have one more little area between sort of 53 and 55, 56, which we might range between now. But again, if we start breaking that, the next thing to do is like 58, 59, 60, like you said earlier. So yeah, realistically, long until proven otherwise, nothing's really changed on that front. I will say though, I think that, I think I said this last week, but the trade in my eyes is more coming into ETH here. I think it's playing catch up. I think if you just take both the old ranges, the weekly range from, essentially the previous bull run, Bitcoin's already done 0.75 and it's already on its way to the top, whereas ETH here is kind of stuck between the 0.75s, or sorry, has a long way to go to hit the 0.75s. So I actually think that the trade's moving over to alts. A lot of alts have already done absolute bits. I know Chris will share a bit on like Render later, but some of these things.
Yeah, let's do some alts in a second.
Yeah, some of them have just gone mental. Like Render's pretty much all-time highs, I think. So it just depends. Everything's very cyclical at the moment. Alts are pumping in waves, and so I think taking some of that sweet BTC profits and putting them into alts is probably the play here.
I just want to add something to this, bro. I don't want to cut you off, but I think this is really good analysis because I actually do think that Ethereum is lagging behind Bitcoin because Bitcoin's had all the hype with the ETFs and all the bullshit and the fucking halving. And I do think actually there are some alt trades here. And Ethereum usually is kind of at the same point on its chart to Bitcoin. Historically, if you look at it, it's very close. So I actually do think this is a good trade. And if this plays out, this thesis, there's a lot of money to be made because the move between 3.2K, whatever it is, for ETH to, you're looking at probably around 15-20%, aren't you? So
it's huge. Yeah. It's a massive. It's like a 25% move, bro. Yeah, I agree. And also there's going to be
and it's already going up. So.
Yeah, and also everyone's so bearish on ETH. Remember, like it literally just didn't move for ages. ETH always does this, right? It doesn't move for like 3 months, and everyone closes their long, and then it just does an absolute Chad candle. So I would expect nothing less. And I'd also say if you just look at this area I circled, that was really the breakdown area for both of them. And like we say, Bitcoin is way past it, and ETH hasn't even come close to it yet. So that's essentially that. Then moving over to there isn't a huge
look at that daddy candle, sir. That is what they call a big fat green dildo, a daddy dildo. You might as well call that one, sir.
That definitely is. It definitely is. But this was all the support we spotted. Whenever you see this happening, it's just generally a bad idea to be trying to play against that. Each one of these prior big moves has been supported by a lot, but this time was even more mad. So that's
your
kind of
pro
how
signals, man. I read your pro signals and I was like, if you go back to it in the VIP group, so Will posts pretty much daily in our VIP group, and like this is one of his calls, and mate, it can't get much more spot on than that, brother. Good work.
Thank you, brother. So yeah, that's the move. Went a little bit higher than we thought, but again, just going back to kind of what you said as well here, there is, what's really interesting here. I'll just go over to this one, I believe. Where are we? Here we go. So yes, it is shorts being essentially just liquidated. This move, we've literally taken out like 3,000 shorts here, and now we have 333 million and 430 million of buying in the last.
What do you mean by 3,000 shorts, brother? So 3,000 shorts in what is that? What does that mean in terms of a quantifiable amount? 3,000 what? 3,000 million? What is it?
I'm seeing, yeah, I'll explain. So in this data that I'm seeing right here, essentially this is net longs, this is net shorts, and then essentially this is the footprint bar stats. So essentially within these 2 4-hour candles, we've had an excess of like essentially 330 mil, essentially 800 million extra buying than there was selling in these candles. And from that, we can then say what happened within this buying. So we can see here lots of longs added, but actually not that many compared to shorts taken off. So we can see here that just like you said, I have a little hint that this is going to be shorts closing. We actually only added 500 BTC of longs here, where we nuked off about 4,000 Bitcoin shorts here.
It's just that type of price action is just forced, man. That's just forced. Yeah. That's just forced people buying. It's crazy.
It is 100%. And another reason why I liked the long down here is because I saw this. Look at this. We had this huge buildup of shorts that happened right at the lows here. And of course, their stops are going to be right around here. And you can just see, look, we just nuked them straight off. But what I am seeing in this, which is interesting, is shorts are now basically back to the level. In fact, it's lower than the level that we pumped from. So if you look back, the data is a little bit laggy on here. But if you look back to this point, which is essentially where we sort of broke out from, you can see we're actually back at that exact point now on the shorts ratio. So there isn't that many more shorts to nuke off, I'd say here. And I'd say, we're all starting to see the signs. We're not there yet by any means, but I am starting to see the signs of, hey, longs are now bullishly wanting to add at every high. Shorts are now basically not interested anymore, which is a nice sign.
Which exchange is this, brother? This is Binance, right? Yeah, you're looking at Binance.
Yeah, this is Binance. So, I'm starting to see the signs. It's not there yet, but this is kind of, to me, like you and I have been saying for a while, 1 or 2 moves away, probably. Another thing to look at as well is everyone was talking about this Phemex guy, but as I said last stream, it's going to be fake probably. And look at this. As price moves up, he's pulling the walls and moving them higher. So you can see here, the guy's not actually getting filled. He has a bot that's algorithmically pushing all of these. You can see him literally doing it right now. You see him all flashing. It's not real. He's just essentially moving his orders up as it goes to make people think that it's safe to put their stop loss there.
Yeah. And they're shorting it, and then it's adding more fuel. It's really nice. You're really nicely articulating some of the market movers in the space, which could be seen as immoral, but essentially this is the game we play. So it's good stuff.
It is the game we play. Heck, man, at the end of the day, it's quite nice. At the end of the day, if you can learn to read,
it's good.
Yeah,
if you can read it, you can capitalize on it.
Yeah, 100%. Another thing to look at here is essentially when you see these really forced moves, they do often bar, and I think you kind of mentioned this as well, but like there is essentially like no volume and the value area is really huge. The point of control all the way down here. When you see these things happen, quite often it ends in a bar. Just like I'm trying to find.
Bro, look at that 4 hour. Look at that fucking 4 hour, dude. Those last 2 4 hours are ridiculous. The daily is just like, this feels to me like the kind of the ending stages of a euphoric blow off top. And like we said from the last stream, we're like, look, guys, just long until proven otherwise. And it held support beautifully. And you have to give it, to the chartists out there that sometimes reverse head and shoulders in Bitcoin do play out. And it was a reverse head and shoulders as well. The price action. I hate to say it, but it
was.
And it's so funny as well. It's so funny. All of the guys in crypto Twitter always are trying to spot a reverse head and shoulders or a head and shoulders. And the one time it actually is a decent one, they all miss it and they're all short. Boom, they get liquidated. It's almost artistic. It's insane.
It is almost artistic. The funny thing is as well is they actually play out a lot in crypto. Like head and shoulders almost never play out because they just end up getting pumped. But yeah, the sort of W patterns, inverted head and shoulders play out quite a bit in crypto. But like you say, people are just too trash to spot them. Or they try and just pull them out of thin air, and then when a real one comes, they don't actually see it, which is, as you say, pretty funny.
Hey, Smolio, the 13th of Feb is a good example of a BART down, that closed the gap back to. If you want to look back on the trading light, you were looking for a BART.
This is absolutely, guys. This is
13th of
Feb.
Yeah. Exactly. That's a really good point, actually, Chris. I like that. So look how this profile here actually had quite a stronger profile here. It had nothing here, and then the profile ended there. This one is like mad weak. There's literally nothing in here. Look at this. There's just literally no volume. So if this if this does want to smash back down and just absolutely BART through, it would not surprise me. But I think that's it. I'll stop talking. I'll pass over to Chris now. I think that's essentially my analysis. But just to wrap it up, essentially, it's just up. Yeah, there isn't much.
Yeah, it's like we were laughing about it before. Is sometimes the time to really like when you can talk about a lot in this game is when things aren't happening. It's going sideways. You're in a range. Like when it's trending, it literally just say it's up until proven otherwise. We're down until proven otherwise. You just go with the trend. And like I do think we're getting towards this type of euphoric moment. I think the information you showed just there, mate, of I was saying this looks like a long squeeze essentially. Longs getting forced to sell up, shorts getting forced to buy. But that information you showed is showing an absolute correlation now between the shorts beginning to come down quite quickly and those longs beginning to build up. And as soon as we get that long to short ratio flip, I do think that's going to be the catalyst to start this up. But we're just not getting it yet. We've just got retail continuously on the majority side of shorts. And we see it on all over Twitter. But this is mental, Legends. Though. This is a really, really fast move. I just want to see actually what that percentage is from here. You're looking at about 7% move within literally less than 8 hours. And that call there's, oh, we got more. But like you can hear, this is just going nuts. Like if you go on mdxalgo.com/dashboard and you look at the BTC market orders, when this is doing this and it's just constantly moving very, very fast, there's a lot of action happening. And essentially that's what we're getting right now. This is really, really good to see happen on stream as well. We've been waiting for a while, guys. It's been a very, very sideways crabby. We call it the crab, you know, because it's essentially just crabbing sideways, like how a crab walks. But now it's off. And I think the only trade you can wait for, like I said, guys, is here. 52K back into there. I'm looking to buy, or we're going fucking 59K. And I think we're getting close to that blow off top euphoric end of this. But like I've said again, in history, it's very difficult to time or know when the velocity of a move is going to stop. So for all we know, you know, it could get very crazy. And I think 59K is on the cards, if not just something nuts, because the direction is much easier than the velocity to predict or just get right in general in your trading. And, you know, I've been saying that for many, many years. And a lot of people say, no, but actually, you know, I time the top and I short up this whole thing. And it's just another Gareth Soloway, essentially, just been shorting the whole way up and becoming the cannon fodder for the buyers. We're going to go through a few indicators, aren't we, Chris? Mate, I saw some crazy indicator charts from you because we're redeveloping some of the indicators, the MDX algo indicators, and also let's go through your charts, mate. Tell us what you think, and then go through the dealers. We won't actually get the most up-to-date information from the dealers, but you know it'll be interesting next week to see. But I think for now, just give us a small thesis, and let's go through some indicators. Those two indicators were the MDX algo indicators we're developing, MDX Trendmaster indicators, bro. They look freaking amazing.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm pretty freaking excited. So yeah, Friday at noon UTC, we're gonna drop the updates and then the new indicator as well.
Yeah, March
But
1st.
Yeah, so
one
overall,
second. Sorry to cut you off. Sorry to cut you off, brother. But you were just about to go. We're also going to announce the lifetime. So we're gonna we did a Twitter thing earlier yesterday. What the fuck am I talking about? Last week we did a Twitter competition to give away a lifetime MDX algo subscription. We are going to announce that in a minute, so stick around. We're going to announce the winner of that. And also, guys, we're also going to give away another lifetime subscription every single week. We're going to give away a lifetime MDX algo subscription. MDXalgo.com is the product. We're giving away about $2,000 worth of value because the lifetime is worth about $2,000 if you wanted to resell it, because we give you a gift card so you can do what you want with it. But yeah, so that's the competition coming up in a minute. We'll give that away. Let's get into this, brother. Tell me what you think. What's going on?
So,
what do you think?
I mean, so yeah, the big thing there is what do we actually do in the structure? If you look at just liquidations, we've taken all of the liquidity now. There's a gap between about 54K to about 55 where there's very low amounts of liquidity. Effectively, you're seeing all of the 10Xs that were built up over the last 12 days being forcibly removed from the market. So when you get liquidated, what happens? The market effect is that if you're shorting, the market effect is you exit the position by longing, and vice versa. If you actually break down and are forced to, if you're to long, it forces you to short. So that's why these pumps and dumps become effectively stacking on each other. They're just cascading pumps and dumps when that happens. But yeah, we're in the first big pocket between, you know, effectively the 10X positions and the 20X positions above us. So for us to really start taking even a more aggressive look, we'd have to probably go a little bit sideways here before we start grabbing this stuff up to about 56K. And then we'll see what happens because we don't have a lot of liquidity above that. All the shorts were taken out again, which is typical. But yeah, in the overall structure here, I think
that. It's not, like you just said, it's not much above us, but it is true because the higher you go, when you look left on the chart, that's the further in time you go as well. So it does get a little bit less full up there. So this is a blow off top. We will see what happens. But yeah, good point.
Yeah, so if we do eventually have some type of like stagnation and then some loss of level, the first thing I want to see is that if we can go back to this range high 52.5 and actually establish some support. If we end up doing a Bart Simpson back down and then regaining it, instant buy. The only time you might even consider shorting is if we lose the previous range low, which likely drives you back to 50K because longs are mostly getting a free ride and we've got quite a bit of high leverage stuff below us. But yeah, it's up until proven otherwise. Not going to beat a crazy drum about that.
Say it. How many times are we going to freaking say it, Leggies? Long until proven otherwise. What have you
single time,
bro?
Every single time. But yeah, there is a slight gap here on the CME, just like on the 4 hour. It's a really small one. You can see it on lower time frames. People say it's gone, but if I go on like the 1 hour, Yeah, there's a little slight bit of a gap down at 47.8. I'm not targeting it. I don't think people should be targeting CME gaps in, rate and trending markets, maybe in ranging markets, sure. But yeah, the local, all we did from the weekend, we closed Friday pretty not great, not terrible, opened higher up, higher low, that low. And instead of people trying to look for the higher low, they said, oh, but we're losing levels. And it's like, you're above the range low. And they still try to short it. So what happens? Pump right through it. But the interesting thing there, dealers, they are about 3-to-1 short to long. Leverage funds, they're 3-to-1 short to long, and asset managers are entirely long with very little short exposure. So in this zone,
Hodl's
as far as I'm
proven
concerned,
otherwise. They've just been
I
hodling.
mean, yeah, the interest rate that's building on the CME is absolutely wild. I would almost expect this move up from leverage funds to start forcing them to close some shorts. I think that if we do go sideways or even continue, which is, I know it sounds crazy, I think that's a real possibility, in all honesty, that we start seeing some crazy shorts getting forced out of the market as this continues to go back to the upside.
I do
But
agree. I'm looking at
yeah,
it right now on my side. Just to quickly jump to my chart as well. Like I'm saying, the dealers here, I don't think the dealers are going to get squeezed out because technically speaking, they're not really buying or selling the price. They're just going against the asset managers. But these guys are just freaking been hodling for dear life. And they've now eventually got back into profit, probably, from buying 60K like most of them did. But yeah, I do think the dealers is going to be a really interesting next report, to see where we get. If they continuously stay strong, I would say that we're probably going to get that lull phase and they're just holding out for that. But you have seen this increase in longs. So they are beginning to take directional because essentially they are becoming more and more exposed to the long side and just leaving those shorts on just for a rainy day if there is a pullback. And I think what you'll do is you'll see them jump. I think one day what will happen is you'll just see a sudden switch. You'll go, boof, shorts gone, leave the longs, and then they're off. And I think that's what these guys will do. It'll be a moment. And then when that happens, I think the confidence in terms of looking for those longer term swing longs goes up significantly because you're just like, okay, well, the dealers are long. Let's fucking move. But yeah, let's have a look at these indicators, bro, because I saw we're doing 2 new massive indicator updates, the biggest ones we've probably ever done, and really looking powerful in terms of scalp trading and macro analysis as well. So we're kicking it all off. But yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so the first thing that we were working on now, we'll have it, we're actually ready to go, but we'll release it Friday on the 1st. It's the crypto derivative suite. So the idea here is that similar to our on-chain metric bundle, where we can pull a bunch of on-chain data for a higher time frame, general market trends, this is designed for the futures traders, for the derivative traders. So you can effectively get as much data as possible to make good positions. It defaults on spot perp basis, and here you can see, yep, this drive, there is some spot buying. It's in the columns, but the wicks themselves, this is entirely derivatives driven by a large portion.
Yep.
So massive moves up. People, there is some spot buying. It's not massive, but it does exist. And with the delta line as well, we can see where the average amount of volume is. So we know that shit tons of longs coming in. Basically, that's a combination of not just buys, but mostly from shorts being forced to liquidate to then market effect is long. So that's always good. And, from that, we get all these different types of metrics. We can see long and short demand. So effectively who's leading along or shorts. And that a lot of times we'll see that when they're, top and bottom, they're completely separated. Like here, we had effectively shorts being massively in as we're losing levels and longs super low. And all of a sudden in the next candle up, shorts get nuked on and longs are increasing,
Yeah,
effectively
nice work.
saying, yep, we have to go up. So
Very
and
nice
that's
way of
constant.
articulating that.
Yeah. And it's besides
Yeah, I
that,
can't
we've
wait
got
to
some
get
really cool
that.
ones.
Right.
Yeah. So we've got stable
Show
coin
the
growth
train
as
collection,
well.
man. That's the one people are gonna love.
Yes. Let me pull that up 1 second. So the one that we've been working
Stay
on now,
behind as
and I'll
well.
just so the trend collection is now including back testing. So we built a back test into it where now we can see back tested profits based off of the last 10 trades. So now this is great for guys because this thing is built to be
This is great.
manually and fully automated traded. So you can set it on manual here. So you can then input your own data boxes. So this is like for the guys who are botting and automating the trades from their own side, they can now enter their own stuff into it and have a fully automated indicator. And all they have to do is connect it to their their automation program.
Yeah, you can actually,
So-
because what you can do, guys, with this, you can use TradingView to do the buy and sell signals for your bot trading, and also the back-tested information is just going to be completely transparent. On our website, actually, we have all the back-tested data to our indicators, so you can see if you just bought and sold, they would be profitable. But having this here, it's just going to force that narrative that you can use these indicators blindly with a bot and make money using them. And that's kind of what we've been striving to create. And obviously my trading bot works like that. These will work like that. You can use all of these tools just to take it to the next level. I saw your Fetch AI chart, bro. The Fetch AI trades was insane. Like, I literally, those trades right there, that's like generational fucking money you can make from that, from 4 different trades. Like, this is insane, guys. Have a look at this chart. This is also a chart that we were talking about, actually. I think, Will, you were speaking about this asset like a while ago, and it's just absolutely gone ballistic. Like, look at these trades here. So that buy signal, beautiful entry. If you scroll out a little bit, I think I got into one of the short sells as well. If you zoom out a bit, yeah. So you have that beautiful buy, sell back down, buy. This is just going to get you, like, what's the profit on this? Net profit of 1,000%.
Well, that's also on
legends.
spot
too.
trades. That's 1x. So it's 1x short, 1x
legends.
long.
That's 1,000% right there, guys, and it's all completely out there, the indicators. So yeah, like, it's a fucking money printer at this point. Like, it's literally insane what's happening on TradingView, because all the data points coming to TradingView, like you were showing me before, like, you have coin metrics now, so you have so much more broad, good, in-depth data you can actually create indicators from. And we're going to have that built into MDX Algo as well soon. So really exciting stuff what's going on. Guys, mdxalgo.com. I literally cannot, if you want to get fucking good at this game, if I had this shit, I got profitable after like 2.5 years. I'll be profitable in 6 months with these tools. It's insane. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's hard. It's hard to not make money when it's just literally there for you. And I'm about 80-90% automated still.
Yeah, you're 80-90 now. I'm 50%. Oh, yeah, I know.
I've got about 20 different alts running on different time frames. So
I'm honestly, I was 10% 4 years ago. Then I was 15%, and I was 20%, and now I'm just like 50%. And the thing is with this, right? It's like, it's like Elon Musk when he comes out and he says, you're going to look at the data of driverless cars, okay? And everyone's like, no, but it feels weird. Like, I'm a driver. Like, surely drivers would be safer. But actually, like, that's just not going to be the case in the future. Driverless cars will probably just be safer than actual human beings driving. It's kind of the same thing with automation. When you keep looking at the data and you keep seeing these results, you just kind of have to be like, well, I can sit here and think I'm better than the bot as much as I want, but the numbers and the data is getting so convincing, and it's been happening for so long. You just have to be stupid not to take that on board. So for me, automation is just becoming more and more and more of a thing. And I'm saying this as a trader for 10 years. If I keep going at this rate, it's probably going to be 50, 55, 60, 70, and I have multiple automated systems. And then, this whole game changes for me. There'll always be a part of me which wants to scalp trade and be in the entry and make it myself and do the thing myself. There's always that part. And there are trades the bots can never find or never do. And it might happen, but there's a lot of nuances in trading, obviously. But, for that swing trading strat, bro, I'm 50% fucking automated, and you guys can use all these indicators on your own automation strategies. You can use my trading bot on Bingx. It's kicking off, leggies. This game's getting crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way we're looking at it. Is eventually it's just going to be battle of the bots. But something I forgot.
It kind of is already. It kind of is already, though.
Yeah, it is already
traded anyway, but it's getting more and more and more and more. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more. It's like it's majority bot and algo traded anyway. That's the majority of the volume. But something I forgot to mention is that all of these things that are specific to a single ticker, like funding rates, open interest, spot per basis, long short stuff, all of these things are actually coming in and being calculated per ticker. So it's not like it's just Bitcoin. It's actually the individual ticker itself.
Every single asset. Yeah. The indicators are getting insane, guys. Just go to mdxalgo.com. We're I said at the beginning of this whole thing, I'm going to create, we merge with Trendmaster. We're going to create the best product for highest quality product for the best price. And I haven't really changed the price. This is an insane product. It's insane. The community is growing rapidly as well in terms of the community. So I'm super excited for it. I know I'm just proud of the product, and I think we all are proud of what we built, and it's just getting better and better and better. It's just insane. Like, next we're gonna have integrated charts, and then we're gonna have everything else, like the Discord. It's gonna get nuts. It's going to get nuts.
Again, it's just the data is just building up so much that you will just end up joining if you're not. Like, there's just too much stuff in it. The bundle is too good to not be in.
What's going on with these chart Arunientes? Yeah, Will's a mentor as well. We have like 12 mentors. So fucking hell, guys. Bitcoin.
One thing to do that we didn't do is announce the winner and the new giveaway. So I've got a winner.
Yeah, I did that. I did that a second ago. We're going to do it in a minute, yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the video, I brought it in halfway through. We're going to announce. So, guys, we're doing a lifetime. We're going to announce the winner. We've got the winner set up, and we've got a new competition we're going to do at the end of this video in about 20 minutes. We're going to do a Q&A now. So just ask us any questions you want, guys. Anything and everything. It can be weird, wonderful. You can speak about your freaking dildo size on the charts, that is, sir and sirettes. You can ask us any questions. Every question goes on this channel. And just ask us any chart questions, etc., about what you think. Do altcoins in the chat. Let me get my chat out comments. Here we go. Yeah, so ask everything in the chat, leggies. Put if you're also what country are you watching from in the chat right now. Put your flag, which country you're watching from. Ask us any questions. We'll do a Q&A, and then we'll announce the winner for the lifetime membership of MDX Algo in a minute, and then we'll do a new competition in about 20 minutes time, and you guys can then win a lifetime subscription, which is worth around, we had it at $2,000 recently. It was $5,000, but we moved it down for the deal. So it's around between $2,000 and $5,000 worth of value you're getting. Here we go. Yo, Max, I'm getting so rich. Lovely. Man, the North. Oh, I know this guy. He's in the group, I think. The Northern, I think he's in the group. When's the 100K party? Well, that's quite an easy question to answer, my friend, because the 100K party is when Bitcoin goes to 100K. And at this point, we're getting we've only got, I suppose, 46,000 to go. But it's still like, I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, I'm going to have to start organizing at some point because this parabola is insane. 100K is here, it's obviously another 100% up, but 100K is here. I'll put it on, actually. What am I doing? We need 100K on here. Just so we're like, okay, $100,000. That's when the MDX 100K party happens. Knowing the luck of the market, we're going to do this. We're going to go absolute giga to 100K, wick through it by $1, and then just do this. And I'll be like, all right, legends. The 100K party is going to be in a ditch in London. We're going to do it on the side road. It's going to be in a forest, and you have to camp. Absolutely nuke-a-rooney-ente for the 100K. But yeah, guys, anyone who has an MDX Algo subscription as well, I know this is just another perk you get. I did say if you have an MDX Algo subscription, you get a ticket to the 100K MDX party. So that's just another reason to get MDXalgo.com. And if you've ever been a user, it's literally come and look at what we built in the last year in this bear market. The last bull, everyone, bull market comes, everybody's in, everyone's crazy. Bear market, everybody gets wrecked. This bull market, what we've got, legends. It's insane. What the fucking legends? What was it? 55,000. This is mental, legends. Really nice move. Will, can you check up on your little NEXO order books if this is just shorts getting nuked? Can you quickly check?
I can, yes. It's a mix. Let's look. What's going on now?
I'm just going to do some questions. So we've got loads of questions coming in. Keep firing the questions in, leggies.
Yeah, it is just shorts getting licked still.
Is it just shorts getting licked? Yeah, it just looks like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, longs are actually taking off on that pump, to be honest with you. Interesting. That's a big long taking off there.
Right, I got this question here, so I don't need to answer this because I reckon it's going to happen loads. The invite link, legends, because we've made it so it's private. You have to have an invite link to get the trading bot on Bingx. The invite link is at this website. So you go to mdxalgo.com/automation. Just go to mdxalgo.com, right? /dashboard or the thing. Scroll down and you get, this is the invitation link. This is the invitation link you need. So you need to use my referral link to get access. You need the invitation link to actually get on copy trading. This makes it so people don't copy the wrong thing because the invitation link only takes you to Bingx Perpetual Futures. You can't copy spot. You can't copy standard. It only copy this, okay? Only need to copy this one. So that link, can we get the freaking code for you so you can get in? Is, God, looks mental, bro. It looks like Lego. But that's the link, guys, for mdxalgo.com/automation. So in terms of what you're saying, shorts are getting licked, are they, brother?
Well, yeah, and this guy's just pulling all the bids, like I just said. Like, since we were talking, look at this. He's pulled all of this and just added it. Like, look at this. It's just algorithmically adding it above. It's hilarious. So there's a lot of people getting scammed by this right now. But yes, there is a huge amount. There was lots of data we could have taken down here, like when I said, shorts adding at the bottom. But now it's just longs adding. A couple of shorts got nuked off there. There isn't too much to say in this until we get a bit more price action. But yeah, it's
otherwise, my friend. But everyone, there's another question here. But everyone was saying that BTC was going to go back down to 32K. That's why it went up to fucking 55K, legends. It's, it's one of those things which is, just happens within these markets. When everyone's looking at the same price point, you never get there because everyone ladders their bids and you can't get there. Like, it's physically impossible for everyone to target the same price, because then everyone wants to buy the same price, which means everyone's limit orders are at the same price, which means that the volume on that price is too much. The price can't actually get there because you get bought before you get there because there's so much liquidity. So that's what happens in this game. You just don't get the prices that people say is going to happen. And, look, essentially as well, guys, I was saying that I do think we're going to get a pullback. But I was saying what you do is, because I don't know if we're going to go to 30K, I just thought my medium-term thesis that we would get it. The Gareth Soloways of the world and all these people saying, okay, we're going to go to 32, we're going to go to 32, we're going to go to 32. But they never had a plan. And the plan was, like I said, you got to buy every relevant support region on the way down. And look at this. It's actually $39,000, the exact number I said, and 38K. We wicked into it, and that was the first buy to go down towards 32K, which was after the buy the rumor sell the news event of the ETF announcement. So it's just did the most bullish thing. But having said that, guys, if we do come to 59K, which I do think is quite probable right now, it still doesn't mean we can't go back there, okay? Because we could come all the way to 60, all the way back down. I just think that the probability now of going to 30, if we go to 60, it goes down. I think the probability is falling. And I think actually it's probably maybe 42K becomes that level. Maybe get a wick through it, and then we do something like this. And I do think we do have a lull phase, guys. When we actually do the halving in a month, I think it's actually 60 days or something. Or anyway, the exact number is in a month or two. And I do think we're going to get a lull phase for about 4 months, and then it's 60. And then I still do think it can happen. I'm not going to rule that out, because I do think that if 60 plays out, we start breaking some stuff. Doesn't mean it's off the cards. I think the probability goes down for it. But I do think we're going to get some sort of pullback. It's either we go up to here and we literally just do some sort of massive ascending triangle like this, just for age, like literally just until through halving all the way through, and then we break out. That is a possibility. But I would say that an ascending triangle at this high is it's going to mean a lot of pressure for a long period of time with buyers. I do think there will be a moment in the next 6 months. We probably will see some sort of seller capitulation and then back through, find a higher low. But guys, like I said, it doesn't matter what I think. That's what the probability is going down. What really matters is if you are long until proven otherwise, which we have been saying on this channel since 25K. I actually obviously was buying Bitcoin at 15K because after the FTX collapse, I went and bought a whole load of altcoins and Bitcoin because of the evidence of a 50% drop in 1 week. Where are you in 6 months? But here, guys, I was saying I'm getting back in, and we've literally been calling on this channel the whole way up this whole thing, long until proven otherwise, with a few blips on the radar of saying maybe this is the top, look for maybe shorts, and we did get into some nice shorts. But this is the power of up until proven otherwise. It's the power of uptrends. You don't go against them. And uptrends, when they begin to roll up, it's like a train, essentially. When you go down, it's like you're jumping off it's like gravity pulling you. Happens very quickly. When you jump off a building, it happens quickly. When you try and climb a mountain, like Mount Everest, you have to go up all these little ridges, and it just takes a long time to go up. Doesn't take a long time to go down. And that's just physics, and it's just built into charts as well. Things take a long time to go up, and they go down very quickly. It's just kind of built into the nature of our planet. So we're going up slowly. We're probably going to go down quickly. Anyway, we're banging on about the long until proven otherwise again, even though we have to. So we got a guy here, Crypto Vikings. Yes, it's just Chris. Crypto Viking. How are you, brother? Like, you're in the chat as well.
Yeah. Somebody was asking. He was like, this guy Nicholas was asking how to automate stuff, and I was just basically saying, yeah, the training collection is designed for that. So now you can also back test different algorithms. You can set them up at different time frames. I always recommend people, test out their stuff with live money, but try it out first to make sure that it's actually firing correctly before you
simulate
go full bore.
Sure.
Yeah. Test it out. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's part of the reason why we designed it the way it is. So you can actually have custom fills for data points that then you can use TradingView to webhook your signals to your automation provider. So that's the easiest way to do it. It really is.
Yeah, I think I just put that question up. Yeah, there's so many ways you can automate. And I think you're Chris, you're automating 70%. I'm automating 50%.
80.
You can automate with all of our indicators. You can automate with my trading bot on Bingx. So if you get a Bingx account and then you type in MDX algo into the search bar, you'll find my bot. You can use that. So you can use that on a little bit. You can use the indicators. It just all you need, guys, in this game right now is you need an MDX algo subscription to get all the indicators. You need Bingx with my trading bot, and you need the academy, and it's done. Literally, it is done. We are giving away our life's work. Like me, Will, and Chris have been doing this now. Obviously, man. Like me, I think Chris, you were literally the very obviously me and Will started trading at a similar point, but you came into it off from the FX market, and you were watching my channel back in like 2017 or something. It was insane.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We've been in it. I thought
wild
the
stuff.
US. I thought the US 34 trillion debt was going to go back down to 7 trillion. Yes. No, Sam. No. Hey Max, is it too late to scale into a low cap altcoins if you missed out on the BTC pump? I think this is a thesis a lot of people are doing. A guy called Trader JX. I do think there's quite a lot of opportunity in altcoins. I'll tell you what I said again, many, many times, but I do think Bitcoin is going to be the leader of the market. So I do think if you're out of Bitcoin, you will lose out on some opportunity costs because I think Bitcoin will rally first in this bull market. But there are going to be altcoins which are like so small. I have an altcoin which I've invested in, which I'm going to announce soon. There's also a few altcoins actually we could speak about in terms of I think BRC20 is going to be a big player in the space. I've invested in BRC20.com. So I bought a whole load of this. I didn't get in early or anything. I just bought it on Bybit. It's 25 million market cap. So it wasn't super early, but in terms of a seed, but investment, but it was early in terms of the grand scheme of the bull market because $25 million market cap can easily go $250. And I think just the name alone gives this quite a lot of validity because I do think if BRC20 becomes a massive thing, I think the name will be acquired. And I do think that name will be acquired by a serious business. If this isn't serious, the fundamentals, I don't really know much about them. It's just a freaking website with what they're going to do. So it's very highly speculative in this specific example for this investment, but it's a $25 million market cap. I think BRC20 is going to be big, but I do think this name itself is quite good. And I think that's enough. I think that's enough in the BRC20 space to be viable to put some money into it because, like I said before, it doesn't matter about the fundamentals of your altcoin. It really doesn't matter about the fundamentals of your altcoin at the very beginning and when it's a low market cap because the technicals, there are so many factors that can just come into it that the fundamentals don't mean anything. Yes, the fundamentals can maybe give a slightly higher probability that it will pump mega, but there are so many other factors like when are you launching? Which exchange are you on? Do you have a vesting period for investors? Are you releasing tokens like this? Is there suddenly going to be loads of marketing? Are you going to have a viral video on TikTok about your coin? Like all these things are not easy to quantify or predict. So just find your niche, your AI gaming fucking coin or your BRC20 space and just spread it around, buy a load of them, the ones you have a hunch on, and you'll probably do well because it's probably the worst one fundamentally, which will do the best. And then as time grows, then the fundamentals will become a part of it because Bitcoin is very valuable today because of its fundamentals as well. It's not just price action, it's because it has great fundamentals. And that does play into the long to medium term value proposition of it. But the beginning, you can fucking bet your chickens. It literally is just educated gambling at that point. So BRC20 is looking good. I'm investing in a seed round. I will give you guys everyone on this panel knows as well what it is. I will give you guys the exact exchange it's going to go on and when it launches so you can get in early. But it's a BRC20 style project. And I do think basically you can inscribe and create BRC20 tokens with the platform. I think it's going to be big. All right, so look at some more questions. Near, I actually, maybe Chris, you could bring up a Near chart with some of the indicators because Near, I actually did invest in. I actually invested in Near Protocol. I think I'm up now. It went underwater for a bit. I bought the 786 retracement on it, but I think Near Protocol, Chris, maybe if you bring it up with the trend collection indicator, it'd be interesting to see. Have you got it up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at trend collection.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, right now we're definitely in a major long. It's the big thing to consider is that you're at some higher time frame resistance potentially with this, but right now it's up until proven otherwise. You're buying every dip. Effectively, the level I'm looking at the most, just offhand looking at the chart is here at the yearly open. Those are very often anytime you see a yearly open level that's not back tested, this one is, then that's the level you want to hold, because if you create any price action below the yearly open, you're likely then losing not only just the range you're breaking out of, but you're also losing effectively the highest time frame level in the current year. So do that bad. That's effectively what we're looking at.
Yeah, lovely.
But
no, I do think this is a good one fundamentally. A few more questions. I can't pronounce this name. I'm just really bad at pronouncing names. Soyahake?
Roya.
Is that Soroya? Okay, thank you, Will. You came in with the deep bellowing voice. That's Soroya. You know your names. I'm so bad at names. I always fuck them up. Looking for that free giveaway, Max. Yeah, we're going to do the giveaway in a second. Just give us, what are we at now? 55 minutes. We'll do about 5-10 more minutes of questions. And then we'll tell who won the lifetime MDX Algo subscription. And then we'll do another one as well. So we've got a few more Questionunientes in here. We've got Viking in the building. We've got some guy talking about reverse head and shoulders. We've got someone asking about the bot again. So Max, 50% is automated. Yeah, so 50% of all of my money is automated by my own trading bot. So my own trading bot is on Bingx. I literally give it out for free. It's my bread and butter. I'm giving away my essential strategy I've built for many years. But it's great because Bingx allow me to do that because I can monetize through Bingx, which means I make money through my trading bot, which I use my trading bot myself, but I can now monetize it to give it away for free so you guys can capitalize on it, make money yourself. Already made our fucking money. Everyone on this panel has already made their money. It's not all about money. It's also about impact. And impact is essentially the good feeling. The money is great when you make it for yourself. But it's it's on Bingx. Use the referral link in description. You need to use that because that's how I monetize. And then Bingx, thank you to Bingx for doing this. I get money for you guys, and you get to use my trading strategy, which I've built over the last 7 years for free, essentially. And it's on Bingx. You just go to I put it somewhere in this column of comments. mdxalgo.com/automation. Okay. We got some more questions here. Buying CWeb. I think a lot of people have been talking about CWeb. I actually did buy some CWeb. I bought it when I was in Cyprus. I remember I did a video about it. I bought a whole load of CWeb because of the fundamentals. You got to remember, guys, it was an investment, and I don't know where it is. The thing is about these investments, I actually do buy them on the premise of, yes, I'm going to hold this for at least more than a year. Traditionally, I would say 10, but I'm holding it for more than a year. What are you looking at here? What you got here, brother? Render, is it? Yeah, Render. Let's have a look at Render, brother. I haven't got any Render, by the way. What we got here, Chrissy boy?
Yeah, it's been up only. We've been trending up since the yearly open gain back from about 2 weeks ago, which we were screaming about in the group. Like, guys, we are gaining this level, and it's so important to keep an eye on those high time frame levels. But regardless of just the indicators, you're in massive upside moves. It's AI. It's got a great function to effectively outsourcing video rendering, but now they're very incorporated into AI, and you cannot be bearish on AI tokens that are established, and Render is definitely one of them, 100%. So this is like, for me, if it does have any pullbacks, they're for buying, not for shorting.
Yeah, it looks really nice, Render. And I think, again, technically it looks nice, but the fundamentals, I think, is something which has been spoken about for many years. I think me and Will, remember that project called Gollum, Will?
I do remember Gollum. Yeah. They tried to do a similar thing, but like the thing about Render that's so good is that it's essentially owned by Otoy, and Otoy make Octane Render, which is a product I've been using for years, and they're a massively profitable company. They're like industry standard. It's like the same as like Adobe essentially for like the design world. And so like they're just not going to scam. You know what I mean? They're a big established company that have a fucking huge network. Everyone uses them. They already make hundreds of millions of dollars. They just literally tokenized rendering on their platform so that you can use other people's GPUs to get it done quicker, which is genius.
Yeah, so smart. I have a whole thought process. That thing called Stadia by Google, which they discontinued, which it flopped. But what they were doing is they were building something similar to Render, but they were allowing you to just have an internet connection with Google servers, and then all you would need is a device screen, and you connect to their servers, and they would run the game for you. So you could play any game at 60 FPS, 4K, the shebang. It would be like the best quality game, and all you'd need is an iPad, a phone, or a screen, a smart screen, which would connect to their service, their little box called Stadia. And I thought that was a fucking sick idea. Obviously, it didn't work out because they didn't make any money from it, but because hardware is still the thing. But in the future, hardware is going away. As soon as you have like ultimate like 10G internet, and it's like everyone has like 100 megabytes a second everywhere on the planet from anywhere you are, like Starlink, there's just no need for hardware. You just connect to a server,
I got
connect to
Starlink.
render. Yeah, you got Starlink. I
I
believe
installed that sucker over the weekend, man. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I know,
people
you said you
walk around
3x
with
your speed.
People that walk around with screens with just a little antenna that just like Giga connects to something. You can literally just connect like literally be an iPad with the power of like a quantum computing network. It'll be mental.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what's going to happen. And I think, you know, hardware's sick, and these companies are making a lot of money from selling hardware, but it's just going to go like what happened to music with, you know, CDs to Spotify. It's just going to be a streaming service. It's just going to be you stream the server. And if the internet's, because right now the internet's a little bit of a bottleneck to get like that really fast game, you need to have it so it's like impenetrable, perfect internet speed with no ping and 1,000 gigabytes a second. And then you actually have the throughput to just stream from their server. Say they have the biggest giga farm ever, like you said, and you can just play any game on any device at any resolution, whatever you want. It's gonna be mental, mate. Like this, the whole hardware, and then you'll have and then it's gonna be you just put some glasses on, and then it's like you're in the meta, and then you have billion gigabytes,
And
of
it's
data.
Ready
Like
Player One, like the movie.
You're rendering as you walk. Yeah, I know that movie. It is that, and it's not the metaverse. It's the Matrix. It literally is the Matrix being built, because you just walk around with a fucking antenna up your ass to get all of your fucking. You have all these little things inside you, like in your eyes and your nose and your fucking nails up your ass, and then you just plug your little glasses on, live in the Matrix, and you got 1 trillion gigabytes of download speed for your fucking bum game. People are going to be weird in like 10 years, Legends. It's going to get so messy.
Yeah, you think kids are weird now? Just wait until that happens, and wait until like commercial real estate collapses, because everybody's just going to work in the meta.
Help, mate. Honestly, I was having a conversation the other day. I was saying like, my parents used to get pissed off at me when I used to like buy the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and like, you know, when we were teenagers, because I was at the beginning of that gaming kind of like PlayStation revolution, and my parents were like, stop playing on the computer and go outside, and they were annoyed about it. But it turned out like it was good to be a gamer, because now we're all good at technology. But like, I always thought to myself as a kid, I'm never going to be that guy. I'm never going to tell my kids not to play games. But we probably are, because they're going to be doing so much more weird, dangerous shit, just plugging into these weird reality worlds. And they just be like, Dad, I don't want to hang out with you, because I can just like, everything in my little metaverse world is like tailored to me, because all of the things I look at is for me. And it's like, I live in my own little world, and all the chicas are perfectly made for me. I don't need to talk to normal people. It's going to be like an algorithm spitting out your own universe, and you can just like create your own video. Like, you don't even need a fucking music, or you don't need a movie theater studio anymore. You just have like an algorithm which knows the movies you like, and it just generates them with AI for you. And then you like watching the weird, like whatever porn you want. It's going to be fucking mental, dude. I'm like scared for my kids. They're not going in the Matrix, bro. No.
And then the Neuralink all of a sudden starts receiving, or whatever gets plugged into your brain, and it's like, oh, I will vote for this candidate this year. Just, and literally NPCs. Humans will become NPCs.
Yeah, and then the games like will have AIs in them. Then you have relationships with AI characters within games, and they'll be like, "Can you get me out of the AI?" They'll help me get out of the AI. They'll kill everyone, and then I'll get blasted by some kid playing a fucking game because he told the AI to. Oh god, it's gonna be mental. Anyway, we're rambling.
Yeah.
What's scary, Bad Max, having kids? Yeah, my kids are going to be absolutely retrobates when they're young. I was a mentalist when I was young. I wasn't like bad. I wasn't like a criminal bad. I was just very naughty. Like I'd always do like the opposite of everything everyone said, and just always try and play pranks on people and shit. I got expelled from a few schools for it. And that's another story for another day. Another story for another day. Crazy move. Yeah, let's have a look back. Let's go back on the old itty bitty again. Let's have a look what's crack-a-lacking. Like, oh shit, Legends.
They're just blasting, dude.
Dude, we're just going. We're just doing
Mate,
it. There's nothing. Dude, we're in the short liquidity from like 54.8. Like the next, we're hitting the 20x's. We're hitting the 20x's.
There's literally nothing till 56.
I me have a look on your chart, Will. Show us nothing until 56 on the. Oh, you're looking at. You're not looking at the order books. You're just looking at flat prior PA. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at flat, but like look in this area. Like there's, I guess you could say that there's something a little bit there, but there just isn't. Like it's just messy. There's literally
not
no
anything there. It's not anything there. It's honestly, this is like this move right now. If I go on a 4-hour time frame, this is kind of the type of price action, you know, towards the end of some euphoric blow off top, because you're just getting now only people who are literally shorting getting absolutely massacred. There has to be a moment of pain for people where they stop shorting and they say, I was wrong. Like, I know these people would rather be right than rich because they've been trying to short all the way up. Like, I know I'm going to be right one day. Oh, yes, I was right. Whoops. You know, there is a point, and I think that point's coming. 60K,
or
man. If you, go to 60K,
you never know. I mean, it could be just like October 23rd, man.
Which year? October 23rd. Let me see. Where we looking?
This year. October 23rd this year.
Let me have a look at your chart. Be easier. Which
yeah,
go to. Let me get your
just. I mean, like, you know, where we did this. We literally went straight up, got sold into it, and then instead of breaking down, we established support that went into literally a vertical accumulation. So
yeah. Well, I think it's slightly different. I think it's
definitely different. It's totally
different. I know this is a scenario. I'm not saying that what you're saying is not correct. It definitely could do this, but I would say that this area of range bound environment of sideways was building up so much tension. As soon as it got that break, when everyone was trying to short that initial break out of it, and we were saying, fuck that, there's no trade here, you're waiting, you're long until proven otherwise, you know, it would have been that, or you just get into your longs, and we were obviously 25. But like this here was such a long time of build up energy that we already said at the beginning, we think this is likely going to go higher. But here, we just had all of this upside. I do think the probability of that, if we did go to here, and then we started doing that again, yo, it can happen, but I think the probability is lower than back at 30. But, you know, 60K is the level for me. If it goes any higher than 60K, I'm very happy. And I will look for shorts at 60K. I will take a shot in the dark short at that, just to say, look, that's where my levels are. I think there's likelihood we're going to get a rejection off that, the previous level on the weekly. So but Will was speaking about this. Yeah, there's nothing there until about, I think we can all agree that 59K is really where it's at for the next level, right? Imagine if we just, it's a short at 60. But again, the thing is about these shorts, the issue is like the long to short ratio is just, it's just against us. You know, what we want to see really is this begin to get like 70% or 60% long. We want to see your charts, Will. Everyone just beginning to move to longs, getting licked on shorts. And then maybe we have that move. But right as of now, we are going.
Honestly, they're just nuking more shorts off now as well. Like this extra bit just nuked off another, like, quite a lot. A few thousand.
Let's have a look. I'm just going to bring a chart up, brother. So in terms of the higher time frame perspective on this, like where are we from like the last 3 months on shorts? Oh, I want to see that again. So let's just say take the last 3 months.
We're pretty much nuked off, bro.
The shorts are coming down a lot.
So for instance, this is like the bottom, right? And you can see from all this area, they really started to build up shorts within this range, and they were pretty much done building shorts by this point.
Happened. Yeah, so it's perfect.
A little bit higher than that. Essentially, everyone built up trying to do the Lord Dampu short here, and then just been getting nuked since.
It is hilarious, isn't it? It is hilarious. That Lord Dampu short, just everyone actually tried to short that, and it was just one of those ones. It's probably about the last 4 Lord Dampu shorts. 3 of them have played out, and one of them hasn't, and that was one of them.
But what's hilarious is just like, even like Max, like you and I took it and we actually made a profitable trade because we took a profit target, moved our stop in to break even, and just chilled. And if we get stopped out, it's fine. What's hilarious is these people have just added and hodled their shorts, and they're just getting licked. Like imagine seeing, like, guys, you need to understand, like, you in trading, if you don't see these things and you don't go like, hold up, what have we done here? We've gained the top. Should I be short anymore? No. Like, certainly not shorting into, you know, it price shouldn't be 10K in front of your short and you being chill about that. That's just not a thing. Like, it's
yeah. Well, this is the thing I say all the time.
Cut your losers. That's the part. That's the easiest thing to do. Cut your losers. Stick with your winners.
Yeah.
we say this all the time. It's like I can, we get a lot of new people and newbies coming to the group, which is fine. When you come into our groups, the VIP group, any question is acceptable because we were there once as well. But we do say like we could literally tell you exactly what the price is going to do with 100% finality, and you still wouldn't make money because knowing where the price is going to go is only one thing. It's only one thing. Like there are so many places. Like what's your time management like? Where's your stop loss? What's your entry? What's your lot size? What's your equity? What's your leverage? Where's your entry and exit? Because every trade is 2 trades. It's an entry and an exit. So it's people like this is the thing. We say let's take a short position, and we say in the groups, guys, you have a stop loss. And anyone who tells you, and you hear this a lot, you have all these videos and guys trying to go viral, and they're trying to make you look. They're like, I never use a stop loss. These guys are not traders in any way. They are gamblers, if not just crooks. It's just never listen to them. You have to have a stop loss because essentially, if you don't, you are betting everything. You're betting the farm that you're right on one trade. It's fucking ridiculous. Like you
have to learn to love it as well. You honestly, one of the things that I've learned in the past, 5-10 years of trading is that learning to love your stop loss is a thing. Like you should be happy you've been stopped out because it's like, hey, I literally stopped myself from losing more money. Like you're going to have to lose money at some point in trading, but limiting it is important. And I think a really interesting point as well on top of that is a student of mine recently said to me, he was like, oh, but you said maybe it'll do this, maybe it'll do that. And I said, but bro, it's always going to be maybe. Just because we're good traders and we say something might happen, it doesn't mean that there's a more certain. We're just like you, where at the end of the day, we're all just monkeys looking at a graph going up and down. And at the end of the day, just because we get it right most of the time, there's going to be times when we don't. We don't have 100% hit rate. So if you then, if you take our calls and you bet the farm on it and lose it, that again, it's just not trading; it's gambling. So you have to still limit your risk. Yeah,
you're not God. It's just you're not God,
right? Yeah,
you're not fucking God. You're not freaking like I know 100% that this trade will be right. 100%, I will bet everything on it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But this is a really nice trade. I actually did a post I think on my Twitter. You can read my thesis of like this specific range. I actually did a whole tweet about this. Come read this, guys, because this is in real time. I was like, look, wait for the level. It's on the level. It's a cautious buy when you get a confirmation above it. Also, this tweet, guys, is one of my tweets about BRC20. I recommend coming and reading this on my Twitter on MDX Crypto, on my Twitter account. So you can come read about what I think about BRC20 and some of the ones I've got into. Come follow me on Twitter, guys. This is a new indicator we have as well called the Crypto Flow Index. This is really, really nice, guys. One of the best indicators we have, MDX Algo indicators.
Well,
but anyway, let's
flow. That's
passive
flow. So so it's not just crypto markets. The same thing as like trend collection. It works on. I have mine tuned on gold. I'm giga scalping gold in my free time. So
the suite is unbelievable. Like honestly, I can't even go through all of it. Like it's so much stuff now in these indicators that it's you could build any strategy you want. It's pretty much mind blowing right now. So guys, let's do the giveaway. So we're giving away MDX Algo lifetime subscription from the prior week. We did a tweet, didn't we? So I think Chris, you had a look at who should be the winner, didn't you? And then
I've got the winner.
You got the winner?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you just post that winner into post it into the chat, the live chat, if you can, Will. And then that's the winner of the lifetime subscription. I'll also go on the tweet and we'll announce that. So Stefan's in the chat, I think. Yeah, Stefan, once you get this name, go and announce that on the MDX Algo Twitter account. And then we're going to do another giveaway on the MDX Algo Twitter account, like friends and girls and families and people. We're going to do a big... So who won it? Yes, sir. Yeah, so put the name in the chat or maybe just send it to Stefan. Stefan, do you know who it is as well?
I've done it. Hold up.
Put it in the live chat. I can hear your microphone. Maybe just mute yourself a second. But yeah, so we'll do that giveaway. Then we'll do another one on the MDX Algo Twitter. We'll do it right now. Okay. Crypto Crush. We need to put that. So Infinity membership by @Nicholas. Okay, go and announce that on the tweet, Stefan. Stefan's one of our guys, by the way. He's our concierge manager. He basically does a lot of customer service for us, and he's great. Not yet. Top secret information. Okay, not yet. What's going on? Drum roll, please. Fresh. You know what's going down. Yeah. When can I win? I don't know where the person is, but let's go onto the Twitter account and then we'll post the next tweet. I think we go on to guys, come and follow MDX Algo. This is our Twitter account. Almost broken 2,000 followers, which is great. And then we haven't cheated this like all the other people do. They just buy all the fucking followers and buy all the likes. This is completely strictly organic. This started from 0 and it's no BS. I'm not like, oh guys, I'm gonna buy followers to look good. No, we just want to do it like normal people. So this is our little video of some of our indicators, and then we're gonna do a lifetime giveaway. Oh, lifetime giveaway coming up. I like that one. We're gonna post a tweet on MDX Algo Twitter. So just type in MDX _ algo. So it needs to be MDX _ algo. Let me zoom in on that.
Yeah, so we got the it's in the Discord chat. I posted it in the chat here.
Okay, this is the guy, yeah. So Catherine Ann, yeah.
Yeah,
that is the winner.
Well done, everyone. Let's do a round of applause.
Yay.
Well done, Catherine Ann. You are now a part of the Legend Lifetime Membership Legends. So you are going to basically grow old with us. We're going to talk about charts into our old age, and you're going to be like, MDX, stop talking about deviations on the daily. I'm like, no, we're going to talk about more deviations. Anyway, it's going to be great. So, yeah, we got a great winner. Catherine Ann won the membership, and now we're going to do another one. Still waiting to win that. We're gonna do another giveaway now. No, we're gonna do another one. That was last week. Now we're doing the giveaway. You have another chance right now. You have another chance to win right now. Okay. I think people thought that was it.
We're good to go.
Is the tweet posted? Yeah.
It is. Yeah. This time, guys, as well, you have to tag 2 friends. So to enter, you have to like the post, follow, retweet it, and then tag.
Oh, great! This looks amazing.
I spelled that wrong. Let me read it.
Win lifetime membership. Right, guys, so this is the tweet. I'm going to post the tweet onto Zed Aruniente, this chat here. So, guys, go. I don't know if I can pin this. I think, Stefan, if you pin that tweet in the chat. So all you got to do, guys, is come here and follow the steps. You know, I like it as well. All you got to do is to enter another stream, another lifetime membership giveaway. To enter, like, follow, betweet.
No, I edited it. If you reload, it's edited.
Lovely. I'm like, quality control from the team. But it still says it. Fuck it. Tag 2 friends. Winner will be announced on March 4th. That's amazing. This is a really nice image for you guys as well, so that you can see the indicators as well. So guys, come check this out. It's on Zed. We just jumped up some followers. So come to MDX Algo, guys. You can win an MDX Algo lifetime subscription. For some reason it's not loading. Oh, there we go. Yeah, guys, so you can do this. This is a really nice way to do it. A lifetime subscription is worth thousands of dollars. You know, this is not something we do, you know, we take lightly. You know, it's a big deal. We have multiple people who paid thousands of dollars for this. So, you know, it's a big giveaway to give away that type of access, because the company costs, you know, more than $25,000 a month to run. If you take all the costs, the employees, the developers, the maintenance, everything, it's an expensive business. And like the reason you know, it's expensive is because we're giving a lot of value to you guys to take. And that's essentially why it costs money. That's why it's expensive. It's not a cheap product in terms of buying a lifetime subscription. So that's the reason why we do it. But you can go on the website, guys, mdxalgo.com. Max, I beg you to sort, like we've got dudes like this. I beg you to sort me out MDX Algo ting. I beg you sort me out the MDX Algo ting, brother. Yo, Michael, we'll think about it, bro. Spit some bars.
I like that as a winner.
Yeah, so guys, in the chat as well, waiting to win. Love your content, Max. That's great. We will think about that. If you say that you love us, right? If you all say in the chat that you love us right now, I love you. It will increase your chances of winning MDX Algo lifetime. Come on, I wanna feel good. I want some dopamine. Come on, I love you in the chat. Question. Any updates on FTX reimbursements? Be careful about this, guys. I've actually had a few people messaging me this saying I got an email from FTX. It's very likely scams, okay, and phishing scams. There will be some sort of reverse. I think there will be something coming back. I just said there's a lot of scams out there.
Well, they are actually reimbursing everyone, but it's at the prices at the bottom. So actually everyone's getting their money back. However, it's at the 15K price or 16K price.
Oh, what's heck?
Yeah,
They're making so much off the bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, guys, I do, like I said, I do think there is going to be your money back. I was just saying that I've had a lot of people messaging me, and I've seen a lot of fake emails as well. So just be careful of the scams. I got one of those emails myself. It looked like a FTX email, but I was like, I didn't have an FTX account, so that was obviously a scam because they were like, your account. If you log into your account, we will show you your reimbursed funds and you can withdraw them. And I was like, you fucking bastards. I never even had an account. So
the real winners from this whole FTX stuff were the claims people. Like at the beginning of it, people were buying the claims for like 8 cents on the dollar. And then towards the end of it, actually, like a couple of weeks ago / a few months ago, claims are going for like 80% because people were so sure they're going to get the money back. And then they got it at like a third of the price. So a lot of people got messed around with that and just should have waited.
So when you say that, so what they're doing is they're denominating the cryptocurrency at $15,000 per Bitcoin, right? And then they're giving you
the prices. So anything you had in your account is going to go back to the price that it was. So for instance, if you had FTT then you're really fucked, right? Because it was down like 99%.
But what's the so basically they do some sort of snapshot, and then if you had if you had Bitcoin in your wallet and you're holding Bitcoin,
then you get that back. I don't know. You get that amount back, not the same amount of Bitcoin back, but you get the USD.
Is it? So what they did is
it's the dollar valuation at that time.
So if you had one Bitcoin and the Bitcoin is worth $50,000 today, but at the time it's 15, they're only going to give you. So you have one Bitcoin in your wallet, but they did a screenshot of 15K per Bitcoin. They're only going to give you 0.2 back.
0.3. Yeah, like 0.3. Yeah.
Is that actually that's mental?
Yeah, fully. It's actually happening.
Fucking you twice. I mean, and the bankruptcy lawyers and that whole system, they're going to make a killing off whatever the holdings were, which are up 3x, 4x, depending on alts and shit.
That's insane. By the way, guys, this guy brought up a good point. I am doing a giveaway on my other video, but the other video will be a week's time for those comments to come in. So whenever I do a giveaway on any video, I always give it 7 days or a little bit more sometimes, depending on the video, for it to actually go through the cycle. So that will happen. Just wait. We got a new member just came in. Someone just bought a membership. That means you are now an MDX Algo, an MDX Crypto. I keep saying MDX Crypto Legende. So if you see on your little badge, if you now put a little thing in, you have your little badge saying Legende. That's that one already done. I don't care about winning. I still continue to watch you guys. Wicked. Neil, you are a legend. It's because the price action is really nice. Like when the price action, I love you, MDX.
Big man BTC things. Love it.
He's an absolute G. I love you, MDX. Big man BTC things. Sounds like a fucking MC. I love you. I love you, Max. 55K. Come on. Yes, mental, isn't it, Legends? We've got some members coming in. By the way, guys, the membership thing is just kind of a joke. It's like $2 for a membership, but you get like a badge which says Legende and you become an OG. It's actually OG Legende, which means that you become a legend status. But I don't actually recommend buying that. If you want to become a Legende, buy it, but it's like $1, I think. So it's not exactly a difficult feat on this channel to become an OG Legende. But I think it's $1.99 to get a membership. And then we got I love you from these people. Everyone's just blasting off. So, guys, let me ask a question in the chat, actually. I'll do a little bit longer. Let's ask a question in the chat. What price comes next? And I will monitor these, and I'll get back to you if you get it right. What price comes next? Do we go to 59K first, or do we go back down to, let's just say something like a bit more, we're at 55, so 52 or 59 first. In the chat right now, just write 59 or 52. Put it in the chat. Let's see what you guys think. We've got like 400 people watching. If everybody does it, that's actually a pretty big data pool. And if all of you guys say 59, I'm going to short.
Just blindly short 59.
Why is everyone saying 53? 59. Everyone's saying 59, 59, 57. Okay. I said 59 or 50. 59 or 52, Legends. 64. 59.
The litmus
45.
test would have been better though if we asked before we said, because I think a lot of people will have watched the show and we all agree on it, and now they think that.
I think probability wise it's probably going to be 59, but I would say that there's only I don't know actually. I'm just long until proven otherwise. I'll just buy 52 if we get it again. 52.5 is the next buy for me. 59 is the next short. If we lose 52 and break through it, I'll sell that. 52, exactly the same price as a short. 69, motherfuckers. All right, I love you guys.
Anything until I see the structure.
We've been saying it's long until proven otherwise since the dawn of time. It honestly feels like since the Big Bang happened, I had some weird goddamn consciousness, and I was just calling from 4 billion years ago, guys, Bitcoin is long until proven otherwise. It feels that long.
Yeah, this is a Jurassic long for sure.
We went through the Jurassic period, the Amazonian period, if that's a period. Went through like tectonic plates, and like Europa was created. It's just been billions of years, Will. We've been calling for this. I'm just saying 52 so you don't short on us. Yeah. Well, I always told you I'm gonna short 59, so that's what I'm gonna do. I love your theories on the universe. Yeah, this is a hectic move, man. It's ballistic. It's insane. Look at that. And as well, guys, it's just everything's just up. Like the bot's up, price is up. I don't think we've really made any serious lower highs except here, which was, again, we were calling for. Let me get rid of these for a second. We were calling for when we were at 42K. I was like, if you hold 42, it's long until proven otherwise. Going into shorts here. Between here and here is when the shorts really began to come in. It actually was it kind of felt like the whole world watched our stream, didn't it? Because I looked at the long to short ratio, and this level here, literally bang in between these two levels, all the shorts came in here. Everyone's like, yes, I'm going to get the top. It's going to be the lower high, and then we're going to nuke. And it just didn't do that. And I actually do think that, I think we'd all agree as well, all of this price action, all of it just this actually looks quite nice, but here is just all just people getting licked. It's like down. It's just liquidations and stops. And then we have this horrible. And then that is just like goodbye, everybody who went for shorts here. It looks very, very like when you see shorts getting liquidated, it kind of just looks like an obese person being rolled up a hill or just forced up a hill. It just like doesn't look nice. If you see a fat dude or an obese brother being forced to walk up a hill, it's not a good sight. Sorry to anyone in the chat who is obese, but it's the truth, unfortunately, sir. And you need to lose some weight. Dump it. We had a dump it sign. So someone just sold 1 mil. You can see on the MDX Algo website, mdxalgo.com, 1 million on the sell, but that's scamming. What do you boys think? Will and Chris? Do you think 59 or 52? If someone had a gun to your head.
I think it squeezes a little bit higher. I think it wicks to like 60 or 61, and then it comes back down and wrecks everyone.
So some guy asked here, which is a very valuable question or valid question. Bro, how does the long to short ratio work? Why does it play reverse? It's actually comes down to it's actually about 5 different things really overall. There's lots of different factors in long to short ratio, but long to short ratio doesn't necessarily mean the price has to reverse, because the market can be long and it can still go up. That's not what we're saying. We're just saying that the long to short ratio is a good indication in general, in confluence with other factors, that would give you higher probability that the price will go against them. Because if you short the market and then you essentially get stopped out, that becomes a forced buy. The other way around is a long, you get forced to sell. And what happens is if the market becomes very, very over, say, short on one side, so say the market's 80% short, what you do is you create a scenario where the closer 80%, 81%, 82%, 83% short, the higher that number goes, the smaller amount of money you need on the other side to push that price against those positions. And then if you push it against those positions, you cause a cascade effect or a domino effect where everyone starts getting stopped out on 1x, then 2x, then 3x, then 4x. Actually, it starts the other way around. So it's 100x, 75x, 50x, and you kind of cause almost like a spark effect of a domino effect. And then, you know, if you get to 99% short, you only need a tiny amount of money relative to the order book to just suddenly cascade the whole market the other way, because everyone's shorting the market. There aren't actually buys happening. So it only takes a small amount of buy pressure. It just gets close. It just gets closer and closer to the bomb exploding. And what happens is a lot in these markets is that there is an incentive as well. This is another factor. There's a lot of factors, but another factor is that there's an incentive from market participants to push people into a wall, or put their back into the wall where they are forced to pay a market fee. And exchanges make money when you pay market fees or market orders. And then if you have a situation where everyone's short, right, what happens is the exchanges themselves, or players or market movers, or you want to call them whales, or whoever they are, it's very difficult to prove collusion, but there are people who do this, and we know this, that they have an incentive to push the price in the direction of the shorts to cause the spark. And then guess what? Lots of market orders and liquidations happen. So that means exchanges make money from that. But exchanges don't want you to get liquidated, because that's like shooting your customer in the head. They just want you to trade for a long period of time, pay lots of fees, and be a customer for a long period of time. And that's another reason. And there are lots of other reasons as well. It's, you know, if it gives you an idea. A long to short ratio can give you an idea of what the majority think. And we know that playing as a contrarian in markets, if you do the opposite of what everybody thinks, you usually get it right. So it's just many, many things. But it's not like an indication which you're like, oh, the long to short ratio is now, you know, 58% short. Now it has to go down, or has to do this, has to go up. No, it's not. It's just a confluence factor. Like, if many things are pointing to the right direction, the long to short ratio is agreeing with that, then it's it's just one factor within a multifaceted analysis strategy. Like if you look at the CBBI, you have like 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've changed it now. It used to be more. You have 9 indicators in one index. So essentially the long to short ratio could be something you add to this to give you a more broader strategy. So you build anything you want. You can say, okay, if you're above the 200-day moving average, you've got the Bollinger Bands rising, and the long to short ratio is short. You just keep ticking all these boxes, and then the more which tick, the higher probability you're going to get a trade which is correct. Anyway, I'm rambling on, but I hope that brought some clarity to you, my friend out there.
Yeah, but just to kind of reorder that, like 100% agree with it. Just the one thing, the main thing of the market, the truth of the markets is that the majority has to lose. So the majority of retail traders lose, and they lose often. So if the on exchange long short ratio is heavily favoring the shorts, that means the majority of retail traders are probably short, because exchanges are mostly catered to retail traders. So that's just the simplicity of the markets. Conversely, if we look at like our on-chain stuff, where we have a long short ratio, say on like the daily time frame, you literally see the bottoms in the market, and it's correlated to the market movement, versus centralized exchange long short ratio that's inversely correlated to the market most of the time.
Coty has done a 5x in 3 or 4 weeks.
That's crazy.
It's one of those ones I didn't get into Coty, but it was one of those ones where is my thing working? It was one of those coins where we actually used this product in our company. We actually explored it. You can actually build this is, if I'm correct, the same company. Might be wrong. I haven't looked at the website or looked at the fundamentals for a while, but I think this company called Coty allows you to build your own payment networks or payment flow systems using cryptocurrency. I think we do actually use it. I'll have to speak to my CTO, but we did use it in the past once. And I remember thinking to myself, that's going to be fucking big. Obviously, you know, it's drawn down significantly from its highs, but this is a very, very, very big move, a very, very quick move. And this is, I think, is very, very promising for that amount of buyers to step in to try and get in low. So I would probably look for a pullback, but it's not going to be me buying now. If I miss it, I miss it. I don't care. But if it does come back to these levels as support at some point in the future, I will look to buy it, because I actually do think it's good. And like you shouldn't be upset. Also, remember this. Don't suddenly FOMO and be like, oh my God, I missed it. You haven't actually missed anything, because yes, there's a 5x move, but there was a lot of risk to this, because there was nothing on the chart telling you that anything was happening. It happened out of nothing. So, you know, if you hodled it for dear life, fine. But the opportunity cost of being in this thing for like 2 years to wait for this probably wasn't worth it anyway. So the you haven't really missed anything. Like everyone thinks like, oh, the first move I missed everything. Yes, you missed some juicy gains for a small amount of price action, but actually this is not the way to play risk to reward. Let the first move happen if you're playing the swing, and then just see where it comes back to, and just play the logical SR levels and just get into a higher risk to reward trade where you know at least it's now done something like a higher high and a higher low. And then you go to yourself, okay, I'm going to buy the pullback or buy support if it holds the prior levels. If it does that, that's really where the buy is. And you get something like this, and you get an ascending triangle. And then it might take longer, but you're still going to probably get a 5x, but over a longer time period. But don't get worried. It moves very quickly. It's a good project. It's going to cause a lot of eyeballs on it. It'll probably have a good bull market. This is a good start to a fucking bull market. Like they've done a lot more than other altcoins. I don't know what you guys think of Coty.
That's a really strong start. Looks a little bit like what AVAX and Sol did. They just literally went up in a straight line.
Let's have a look at Sol a second. I haven't looked at it for a while. I don't want to have to reiterate this again, but I bought Sol after the FTX collapse, and I hate Sol. I think it's the worst project on planet Earth, but I still bought a shit ton of it because I want to play the price of it. And yeah, Sol's been very good. I do think Sol's slowing down a bit. If you look at the macro structure, a little bit of a higher time frame, you know, it needs to get above this high to continue this move. Wouldn't surprise me to come down to some Fibonacci levels. I'll reaccumulate if we get these prices here. If we ever see here, definitely look to buy some of that, and I'll buy it. But apart from that, I won't. I'll only buy the pullbacks when I see relevant levels. Sol's been really good. It's a shit coin, but it's good for price. Matic's looking nice actually here. Oof. If it gets above that there, then we can push through that. Matic's quite a nice little area. If it loses this low, fine, but ascending formation there. Dot. A lot of people talking about Dot actually in our group. It's probably going to do something nice in the future. Near Protocol. Again, very similar chart. Yeah, you're right. These altcoins are looking pretty primed, aren't they? Plu had a nice move. A lot of these altcoins are looking a bit, they're kind of doing that nice little, it looks like a cup and handle formation just for making it simple, but it's kind of like some sort of higher low push up with an ascending formation. It's pretty nice. Dogecoin looks good. We're definitely getting close. I think your thesis, Will, on the whole Ethereum being lagging, I think it's very valid. And I think if ETH pushes up to here, a lot of these altcoins are gonna begin. You know, they're bull markets. They really are.
But also, a lot of people are trying to chase these ones that are kind of already pumped, like Render and all these things. Like the time to buy Render was ages ago, guys. It's already done like a 20x from the low. Like I'm not saying it won't do more, but even if it does like 3-4x from its high, that's only going to be 3-4x from here, right? As opposed to some of these other things that you're looking at now. Like even for them to go back to their high is like it's 10x, 15x, 20x. So make sure you guys are like actually allocating into unpumped things. Yeah, Crow looks really good.
Crow's gonna do it again. It's just gonna do it, guys. Like I have a bias because I own a lot of it, but it's just gonna do it again. Like as soon as crypto becomes again the big talking of the crop and AI and gaming, all this crap's gone. You know what? They're gonna come as well. But I'm saying when the narrative is just back to crypto, it's up, and I need to get to crypto. Crypto.com is just the biggest fucking name there is. If the internet miraculously disappears tomorrow, fine, I'll sell my Crow. But it's not going to happen. It's just going to go to the fucking moon, leggies. And this is not financial advice, but Crypto.com, this token is just going to get blasted to the moon by just people who have no idea what crypto is. They're like, oh my God, what's going on? I need to get a fucking coin. Oh, Crypto.com. Oh, perfect. Buy. You have to like buy the token to get a card. It's ridiculous. So like, Crow's going to do really well, I think, as an investment. Ultra, nice move from Ultra, actually. I haven't seen this. A lot of you guys in this community, obviously, I kind of built the EOS, the EOS community in itself. Like a lot of you guys kind of watch these videos. But yeah, actually, I don't know what that was. Let me see what I had drawn on. It kind of did actually exactly what I said, but it's just a little bit more of a fast move. So this is drawn on, back down, higher, low, and then a moon, and it's done that. So it's pretty nice. But I'd say that's really the level you got in at. This is the level pushing up, and now this is a decent break of trend on Ultra. This is another, guys, again, this is not like short-term scalping for me. This is just an investment for me, and I've invested money into this project, so I think if it does capture what it believes it can do, it will be a high market cap due to the utility of the token within the platform, etc., whatever. And then, yeah, boom, boom, boom. There's a link actually to Ultra in the description as well. If you want to get the reason I found Mars 4, which did very nice 5-6x, was because I have Ultra on this Windows computer, and you go on it, and it's just all the play-to-earn crypto games in one place. You can actually scroll through. It has all of the games in crypto on it, like Axie Infinity, the fucking little one with the stupid cat, and then you got the freaking Mars 4 and all these. It's just thousands of like crypto games, and you can just go through it and be like, that game looks good, I'll buy the token. It's just sick. There's a link in the description, I think. I don't know, maybe there's a link. It's called Ultra UOS. Have a look at that. It's looking quite good, that chart, though. I think, you know, it needs a little bit more on this, but back up, get through that. They're going to get some exchange listings soon, which is good. Link, again, not really happening. It's just not giving me what I want, but it's fine. I'm into Link. I have a long-term spot hold, but this is where I wanted to get some, but it's just not getting in. This is the only place I buy, guys. Only place I'll be looking to buy is here. And it's just not giving back. It did a nice $10 move. I thought $10 would have been nice, but it's just, again, if it comes back into this region, I'm buying it. If not, I'll hold what I have. Like the same as Solana. If it comes back to here, I'll buy it. If not, I won't take the risk. I'll just let it run. All good. ADA, is another one. ADA hasn't actually done that much. Yeah, it's on some support, but it actually did a very nice typical SR trade. You could see break support. Like, you know what we're looking at here, guys? You know when we're saying on Bitcoin, right? We're saying what you want to do is you want to wait for it to come back and retest this here. This is what ADA essentially did. You have this level here. It came back into it, continued. That's exactly what ADA is. You know, it's just showing that trade to Z perfection. Let me get on the daily and show you it. See how's the high, came back to it. Boom. Very nice trade. Fucking hell, XRP, the slug of all slugs. Like, it literally looks like a disgusting, like, overarching slug of just boring, non-good price action.
It's probably going to rip eventually, knowing XRP. Like, XRP just does these. There's going to be something in the news, like, I don't know, XRP.
Yeah, look at this thing, mate. That looks like the Burj Khalifa. Like, it will do a Burj Khalifa, but yeah, we don't want to talk about it again. But look at the life history since 2017. This is 2017. Look where XRP is. It's pretty much from 2017 only done an increase of 100%.
Well, you don't get married to your bags.
It's the future, XRP, and Bitcoin is up since 2017. Like, these fuckers, bro. To like here, like, this is like Bitcoin's up from 2017. Yeah, it's like you're looking at like 15x, and the other one's done 1x. It's like, bruv. And also, that's September 2017. So if you go back to like the beginning of 2017, it's like $600. Anyway, next altcoin, Near protocol we just looked at. Just going through the alts. Yeah, Near looks all right. Again, I did buy it for an investment because I think it could compete with Ethereum. I actually do like the fundamentals, but that's all I'm going to say. Plu had a nice move off the lows. I think Plu will do well if they can get their US market sorted out. Doji, hi Doge, can you go up, please? I hold you, but you do nothing. You're just a little mean, but I want you to go up. But yeah, meme, this coin, Dogecoin, Leggies, you will know, obviously, it's just going to pump, guys. It's going to go above $1 in the future. And there's 3 reasons why. Elon will talk about it again. That will pump it. It will probably go on some massive move. It's probably going to be the first coin integrated into X, which is going to pump it. And it's going to become more of a gambling thing. You're going to see in casinos in the future, just like Dogecoin price charts on the 1 second, people just hammering buttons. Like, you know, there's people in the fucking ding, 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 ding. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be the gambling token. Shiba Inu. Yeah, I just can't get behind. Have you boys bought any Shiba? I just can't get behind it.
Nah,
no.
I don't really care about those meme coins. Like, honestly, the Solana meme coins will do good. I think, like, yes, Doge will do well. Yes, Shiba will do well. But I just think all these projects, like, the market caps are too big for me to care now. Like, Doge was a big deal when you could buy it at, like, a couple $100 million market cap. But it's like, I don't know, what's it going to do now? Like, at max, like a 6x, a 5x? I don't know.
Just depends on, I think Doge is, because I bought Doge after the FTX collapse, which was here, and for me it just made massive sense because from the all-time high, you're looking at a 15x. So I bought here 15x to all-time high. I do think it will do $1. So I think, yeah, you're right. It's a 20x, I think, which is still good, but this is sorry, Shiba Inu. Let me go Doge. We don't want to Shiba. It's about the same. So after the FTX nuke, let me get the bottom of it. You're looking at around 14, 15x. So it's the same thing basically. But I think Doge will eclipse this in some point. The Doge army's coming back. You know, the $1 guys, all the guys who sold. are going to be like, it's just going to be the recycle, but it's going to be a bigger market cycle. There's going to be more participants this time round. There's going to be more big players who are going to be like, it's just going to go fucking mental, or probably to $10 or something.
We got massive inflows also on ETF stuff. Like we incorporated that into the derivative suite as well, and the inflows have been wild today.
I'm looking at your indicators now. So crypto derivative suite. What are you looking at here?
So here I'm looking at the ETF on balance volume. So since the ETFs launched, it's been mostly outflows going into the lows down where we broke back below 40K. And since then we've been, up only on the ETFs.
Pull this indicator up. I want to see this better. So you're saying just because these are brand new indicators, guys, which are going to be launched on the 1st of March for MDX Algo. So if you're a premium member, you have a subscription with us, you're going to get this indicator. Just explain to me what this is actually showing, Chris.
So it's effectively showing the balance of inflows versus outflows. So here you're actually seeing how much is going in, how much is going out. So from the ETFs listing, we saw the massive grayscale selling off through the ETFs, so the major outflows, right? Well, that's turning around, and that turned around effectively at these lows. So by about 24th of January, so about a month and a couple days ago, it was going up only as far as ETF inflows. And since then, we've effectively done up only inflows.
Yeah, is this inflows into the ETF in terms of the tickers?
Well, it's on balance volume. It's on balance volume.
So you're saying that this is just the accumulation of, say, the iShare, the HODL ticker, and you're saying whether they are going up or down in price, or is it actually showing the flow of money into the ETFs themselves?
It's actually monitoring the incoming and outgoing capital flows.
Okay, into the ETFs themselves. Okay, so it's not just looking at the BITC ticker price. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's really, really good, man. That's going to be super, super good. Guys, I'm literally doing this with you right now. We built with our dev team. We've got like how many more indicators? 2 new updates, and then a few new ones coming with the derivative side, and then we've got a price GBT indicator. It's going to be insane, legends. You're going to have like 25 fucking indicators you can just play around with in the suite, and then. Yeah, like we've said, this is it. This is the only platform you need. If you literally are a beginner trader, get MDX Algo. You'll become profitable faster. If you already are profitable, use MDX Algo to increase your profitability. It's as simple as that. That needs to be our tagline or something. Like it's just simple as that.
No, I mean that's the way it's catered. We have stuff for people who need training wheels, who need to like learn the basics, the ropes, trade management, risk management, and then we have the advanced shit like this, which is like, I mean, it's literally printing money. So we have something to fit everybody.
We've got MDX, got someone here who's saying been watching you for years. Yeah, the channel's been around for a while now, legends. CRO will do it. It's the only real on-ramp in UK. Yeah, I think it is actually. Yeah, it does have an on-ramp and off-ramp. I think you use it, Will, don't you, sometimes?
I do, but actually one that's going to do really well, which I wish I could get some upside on, is Revolut, man, because Revolut's whole new crypto stuff is so good.
Yeah, they got a token.
Sorry?
Do they have a token?
No, I don't think they do, bro, but I really wish they did because I'm so bullish on that. It's like the first UK, it's like a massive UK bank now that I think they're actually based somewhere else, but you can now
send in Estonia. All their legal shit's Estonia, but like I actually know a load about it. I did a deep dive on it, mate. Revolut is basically crypto.com now, but better in a lot of respects.
Yeah, but way better.
Yeah, but better. Like, and crypto.com is a great product, and I do think they'll always have their edge because they do have a lot more connections in terms of the amount of different cryptocurrency you can deposit. But Revolut is you have this kind of ecosystem where it's like it's kind of in the TradFi system, but they've just like kind of broken all these barriers down for TradFi, and like you're getting the best of both worlds, and also it's really cheap to buy Bitcoin on it. I know you could buy it for 1% and then send it out. Crypto.com's 3%. You okay? You're right. Yeah. Dashka just came and said, "Do you want to eat?" I do. Yeah. So basically, yeah, like it's 1% to buy Bitcoin on Revolut. So you can move Great British Pounds to your Revolut account from any bank account. You can then buy Bitcoin for 1%, and then you can transact the Bitcoin out of Revolut to any address you want, which is much better than 3% because that's what crypto.com is, 3% to buy. And also you haven't got all the connections and everything, but you also have the ease of use to just get a card and you can have cash on it, sell your Bitcoin to it. It's actually a fucking good product. And I do think they're going to be a big player in crypto as well, not just in because they were like Monzo. They're similar to a fintech bank, but they've really changed. And Monzo are going to lose their market share because all they do is send me emails. What are you doing with this? Are you in the UK? How much crypto have you got? I'm like, listen, just fucking leave it. Like Revolut, at least they're just like doing the normal shit. They're just like, we're not going to poke it in your face. We're just going to say, we'll do the bare minimum so we're compliant. I think they're going to be big, bro.
Yeah, Pluton as well. I mean, that it had a giga last couple days. So
what's the percent on that?
It hit a high of about 75%. It's still up about, actually it's within the day.
I love these
it's up 37% during the day.
I love these micro caps. They just do the most unbelievable moves. Let me have a look at Pluton. This is so Pluton is very similar to Crypto.com and Revolut, but they're a little bit more small, nuanced company. But very, very good. I've used them for many years. I get 8% rewards with them. Again, they could do really, really well. They're just a smaller UK style business. Yeah, it's 112% just bopped off that. But again, yeah, it's broken that trend line you can see there. Logical move down. And then I think again, this bull market, we'll see where it goes. If this goes to like $50, I'll be happy. It's a difficult one. It's a slightly higher risk investment. I don't know. Plutus are a great business, though. They're just a really good core UK business. But sometimes those great core UK businesses just don't have the fire of another company, which are just like some of the big American team just blasting off marketing. But I think if they could do really well. We'll see. Investments. Anyway, done like almost 2 hours, Leggies. I think any more questions, then we'll wrap it up. We've got smash up the like button. Yeah, Secret Agent Man's in there. Cotty, yeah, Cotty's just we already spoke about it earlier. Oh man, I wasn't even looking at I was just showing your chart, bro. I was supposed to show fucking hell. So guys, back to Plutus. I'm saying this trend line here, you see how it broke down, and then I was saying that it's 112% move here. Just show Plutus. Yeah, it broke this trend line very nicely, moved down. Now we're looking for accumulation. Anything above here, it's all good. And I like the company. So I was going to say, yeah, a few more questions, guys. Cotty's doing well. Good start to the bull market. I'm going to look to buy the pullbacks, and I think it's going to do well. It's a very good start for a bull market. Institutional Uphold, yeah, Uphold's actually really good. I actually have an Uphold account. Uphold have been around for a long time. I hate their UI, but they are actually pretty good. Pretty good business. Also, if you're in the UK, you can't. Okay, no, UK isn't in Europe anymore. What you used to be able to get access to was a company called Bitpanda, which you could KYC with a UK account because it used to be Europe, and then you could basically buy Bitcoin on Bitpanda for 2% instead of whatever it was in the other ones like Coinbase. But then you wouldn't have any of the bullshit regulations of England. You have the regulations of Germany, but you can't do it anymore because essentially England left the United Europe Nations, whatever it's fucking called now. What's the DGen play, Max? Anyway, let's have a look at the tweet, guys. So we've got 340 people in here. Do you guys want to post that tweet again into the live chat? I'm going to go check on the tweet, guys. We've got a competition right now. So this tweet, all you got to do is come along here, like it, retweet it, comment on it. I think we've got to do like, follow, retweet, tag 2 friends in this as well. So write a comment as well. I think, you can just, I suppose that's what it says. You can do that. But write a good comment as well, because obviously the better the comment, which you do write a good comment as well. But if you put a nice, decent comment on this, you've got a good chance of winning. But if you tag all your friends in it, got lots of people already doing it. We need this very much. We do need this very much, sir. But yeah, you can win lifetime membership. Win lifetime membership. It's just like literally in your face, like win lifetime membership. Love it. Anyway, legends. Okay, so we'll wrap it up. Go over to the tweet, do that. We've got some stuff here. Crypto Viking, put the link there. So yeah, check out everything, guys. Check out all the links. Go get MDX Algo. Check out our website, mdxalgo.com. I'll show you the dashboard. I'll show you the website, sorry. So this is our company, legends, mdxalgo.com. A lot of you guys are already premium members. And you can see here that we have a whole suite of services we offer to Z community indicators. You can go through here and check them all out. We have the Academy section as well, which we've just kind of really change your UI on. So if you come to the Dashie, let's go to the Academy. Got a new UI here, guys, to make it easier to move around. And yeah, essentially, guys, you can come get this. Also, check out, if you want to get into automation, get the indicators as well. Automation side, the MDX Trading Bot is on Bingx, so you can access this for free. The MDX Trading Bot is the piece of software you can see on this chart, Aruniente Legis. And essentially, it just tells you, well, it just automatically buys and sells. And the last buy entry was here for the bot, so it caught that, and it has a dynamic stop loss. So it literally, if it didn't have a dynamic stop loss, it wouldn't have caught this whole move. So yeah, really, really nice, guys. Bot trade here as well. You can get that on Bingx. It's completely free. Just get an account with my referral link, and you can check out more information at mdxalgo.com/automation. Is there anything else you want to add, legends, boys, on the call for this?
I think that's it, man.
Good move, right? Crazy stuff. Let's just keep our longs and just live the dream.
Oh God, the man bun's live. I wonder if he's talking about how he's long now, or this is the starter short coming.
Please. It's like I want to have a starter short, and it's like the beginning of my meal, and then I have like a medium short, which is my fucking middle course, and then I have a dessert, and the dessert is when I 100x my whole account at 60, and then it nukes when I'm long.
So is Capo off Twitter now? Is he done? We need a creamer.
Honestly, this rally, just to add one more thing to this whole thing before we go, this rally really exposed a lot of people in the market who quite a lot of people did actually look at as respectable people to take, listen to. But this has just taken out a lot of people to the dryers and just exposed them, because like they just didn't have the balls to say I'm wrong and just be like, I'm wrong, I'm gonna flip and I'm gonna go long. And it really has exposed, hang them out. It's like, what's the saying? It's like when the tide comes in, you can see everyone out in the sea naked if they're trying to swim or whatever it is. Like, I don't know what the saying is, but that was completely wrong.
What is that? Like...
No, there's a saying which is like, when the tide comes in, you can see who's swimming naked or something like that. Can you guys help me in the chat with that? What is that saying? But anyway, yeah. Oh, I love this shit when we just ramble. Yeah, so a lot of people.
Tides raise all ships. Is that what you were trying to say?
No, not that.
That's a fucking big deviation, brother.
It's not that one. The tide raising all ships is one thing, but this is not about raising ships. This is about. Can someone put the fucking saying in the chat, please? It's when the tide comes in, you see all the fuckers swimming naked or something. Come on, let's do it, Legis.
Oh, that's when the tide goes out, though.
No, when the tide goes out, man. Yeah, when the tide goes out, where's the naked part, though? I'm trying to get
no clue, bro.
Can someone tell me the chat where the naked part is? Like, or I'm just going insane. When the tide goes out. Yeah, when the tide goes out, you can see. Yeah. What? Learn who has been swimming naked. When the tide goes out, you learn who's swimming naked. We need to see that boxing match between Max and Soloway. God, dude. Like, come on, mate. He would just be like waddling about.
Well, you guys have some funny ass sayings, don't you? I mean, in England, you guys. I mean, in Sweden, we have one. It's skita i det blå skåpet. It means to shit in the blue locker. Or the blue cupboard.
What does that mean?
It means you've gone way too far.
Why is it blue? Like, there's shit in the blue cupboard.
It's going to skita i det blå skåpet.
Only you guys can do that. That's hilarious.
When the tide goes out, the pipes come out.
The 9-inch.
Yeah, here it is. Here's the saying from Mikey or Mickey. It's only when the tide goes out that you learn who has been swimming naked. That's the saying. But yeah, no, that's actually really, really true, because right now the tide's gone out and there's all these people who look like they were fucking G's in the space, all these amazing, I'm a master trader, and they just look like fucking idiots because like they did the cardinal #1 error and they would rather be right than rich, and they didn't just think to themselves, look, I'm wrong, it's still going up. All you have to do is click the other button and you're right. And it's all about ego, and it's all about not being able to accept that you're wrong, and you don't accept that you're in this game to make money and not be right, and you don't have the courage to open up and say, I'm wrong and I'm going to make money. There is no loyalty in this game. You can't die on the hill. You can't be the guy who's running into the fucking Spartan wall. You can't be the fucking light brigade. You can't be the fucking goddamn cavalry, the light brigade jumping into the fucking... You can't just be like, I'm going to die on the hill and fight for my country. No, you're just going to lose everything. And you will die because you have no money to eat. Soloway is going to get wrecked, bro. Anyway, we're rambling on for so long. Is everybody all right? Is everyone okay? We're 300 people still watching. Anything else you want to add, Legends, before we go?
Nah. All good.
Yeah, just don't like be smart. Don't start market smashing massive longs and shorts in after a major up move. A lot of people get really concerned because they're like, oh, I missed the move up, so I want to catch the move down. When reality is we are still in areas for taking profit if you have longs versus there's no evidence of shorts yet, unless you're degen low timing. In which case, God bless you, because you're gonna need it.
Yeah, bless me. Fucking dying here. All right, Legends, great stream. Really enjoyed that. Go get MDX Algo, go to the website. We've got an incredible company, and we're really proud of it. So go check us out. It's our life work. Like, what are we even on about? I've been 2 hours chatting shit. Get the MDX Trading Bot. Use the other bots in the community with the MDX Algo bots, and I'll see you guys on the flippers. Have a great evening, night, day, wherever you are. See you guys later. Hit the like button as well. Legends.
Peace.